Okay, to be fair, saying that I was back is giving me way too much fucking credit, okay? I did one fucking stream, and then I dipped again. It's not the same. Hi, Shin at YouTube chat. How are you guys doing? We're so back. I mean, you were back for 2026. I guess so, I guess so. Let me turn the fucking music down. Oop, oop, that's up. There. I don't want it to be too loud. Oh, damn, we streaming? Yeah. Update your Twitch bio. My Twitch bio? What's wrong with my Twitch bio? Hold on. What's my Twitch bio anyways? It doesn't show your correct UNC status. Oh! My age. My age. Fine, I'll do that. Bro's putting me in my place. Hey, just wrong on Twitch about... Wow. Anyways. Age. Anyways. Oh man, lots is going on in my life. Lots is happening. I don't know if you can tell, I feel a lot more energetic. I feel a lot more talkative. I feel a lot more, like, fucking alive. It was a long time coming. Was the milk good? What? I mean, you're younger than most female streamers. I'm having morning cough at 7 p.m. I mean, it depends on how strong it is. Like, sometimes you can have a tasteful late night coffee. It's like a latte. You left to get cigarettes and milk. How was it? The milk has gone bad. It's kind of gross. Holy shit! Holy fuck! Shut the fuck up! Yes, Kite, was the milk good? That sounds like an innuendo. Maybe it is. Who knows? Only God knows. All I hear are screams.
My mommy doesn't even love me.
Sad, bro. Sad. Can we please turn down the volume for the chickens? You know what? Sure. It is a bit loud. Where is my channel point thing? Where's the fucking chicken scream? Let me edit it and turn the volume down for it. About there. Should be fine. Okay. No, don't touch the chicken. It'll just be a little bit not as loud because it's really hard to hear my own thoughts. It gives me a headache, okay? It gives everyone else a headache too. You'll still be able to do it. Just not as loud. I should only be hearing Cherkoon. Cherkoon isn't even making any fucking noise. Is that better? Turned it down slightly. It was at like 40, now it's at 35%. Could you imagine what it would sound like at 100%? Holy fuck. I would be deaf. So it makes him so great that he just doesn't make any noise. Turn it down to 20, please. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, 20. There we go, saved. Try 100 no balls stuff. No, 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 no. I don't want to go deaf. I don't want to go deaf. But yeah, as I was saying, so many things are like changing in my life. So many things are going on. I actually do think that this is for the better though. Plenty of things. I'm not gonna go into detail about a good majority of it right now, because I just don't think it's necessary for me to, you know, share everything in my life with the internet. But fucking I'm tinnitus. What? Preg. No, I'm not pregnant. That's not the news. I'm not pregnant. Imagine. I mean, it's stuff that I'd rather not disclose right now. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it later. But I think for now it's probably best that I just don't talk about certain things. Who's dead? The news is that I'm pregnant. Oh, Cheesy's pregnant. Okay. Anyways, the big news that I do want to tell you guys is, I'm moving back to America. I'm saying fuck it, we ball. I'm going back to America, dude. This year. Freedom! Which is pretty big thing for me. Oh shit, back to the US. Yeah, I realize that that's probably the best thing for me, you know? America, fuck yeah. I'd rather be closer to my mom. I think I'd have more opportunities in America. Let's put it that way. Why'd you do this to yourself? No. I genuinely think I would have, I can finally yoink, y'all? What the fuck do you mean by that? No, but like, I think that it would just be better for me in general to be back in America, you know? So, I'm just gonna steal the dwarf. Closer fam is super fair. But I mean, besides just like being closer to family, I think I have a lot more opportunities for things to get my life together and have like a better life in general, which is why I wanted to move back to America. I've been thinking about it for a while. A few people mentioned it and were like, hey, you mentioned so many good things, like memories from America. You seem to not exactly have anything really attaching you to Europe. Why don't you just go back? And then I thought about it and I was like, why the fuck am I not going back? Why am I staying here? It really made me question myself. So yeah, in the end I was like, okay, I should actually plan to move. And since my lease for my apartment is going to be ending sometime around the middle of the year, I was like, oh, well, I can just plan within the next few months to move back. You know? You will have to go through me first, Cheesy. I'm yoinking Kite first. I'm going to a haunted house with her and summoning Cthulhu. I don't know if that's how it works, but Shin did ask me. He was like, hey, Kite. When you go back to Florida, would you ever consider going ghost hunting with me? And I was like, yeah, of course, dude, I'd be down. And he was like, yeah! Yes! Fuck yeah! I was like, what the fuck? What brought this on? We'll start a ghost hunting team. So everybody now is just like, I'd be down to ghost hunt too. I wanted to start a ghost hunting team like ages ago when I was really young, and I was first like living in Florida, you know? All my friends were like super into ghost adventures and shit like that, so we were like, oh, we should form our own ghost hunting party. We should go on adventures. Of course, we were super young, so it's not like we could plan out trips or anything, but like I would totally do that now. There is the first place, I'm pretty sure the first place that Ghost Adventures ever visited was actually a place in Florida, and we passed by that location like on a bus trip. We were going somewhere, I don't know, but my friend, who's super duper into Ghost Adventures, was like, oh my god, kite, look. And she was like pointing out the window. I was like, what? It's like a fucking house in the middle of nowhere. And she was like, that's the house, that's the one, that's where they were. And I was like, oh shit, really? I don't know, that's at least what I remember. Maybe she was wrong, but like, if that was the case, that's fucking cool. I would go there. I would 100% go there. It seems like it'd be fun. Are ghosts real? The ghost fluids on the wall? Hey yo, what? Oh my god. Look at how hot you took Shady. I mean, to be fair, it feels like a lot of America's kind of like haunted. I remember Citrus sent me a meme that was like, oh, the forests in Europe, and it's like there's gnomes and fairies and fucking deer and, you know, little wizards in the woods. And then it showed like American forests, and it's just cryptids and cultists and demons and shit. I was looking at it like, it's true, it's true. The forests here are whimsical. I'm so glad you remember that meme. I love that one. It was my favorite. I saved it immediately after you sent it, because I was sending that to like other people and being like, look at this fucking based meme someone sent to me. I'm pretty sure I still have it. It's stuck in my mind because it was like, dude, for real, that's so true. Ghost, are you real? Spirit box, no. Alrighty then. Time to pack up and go. But yeah. Anyways. The absolute maker has arrived. Hello. Welcome. Raxorim. Your entrance is very familiar. It's been so long. Are you the artful robber by any chance? And just changed your name? That's what I'm thinking. Or oh, it's Drew Rodrigo. Okay, I was like, both of you have red names and usually have some like crazy fucking entrance, so I was just like, it has to be Artful or fucking Rodrigo. I just wasn't sure which. But hi. Nice new name. How are you doing? Your name is throwing me off a bit because you have such like a final boss first name, and then the last one is just Craftwork. Like you're building shit. Raxorim the Destroyer, who also likes to build little houses. Sorry, I'm just giving you a hard time now. But Kite, what draws you back to the land of the eagle? Lots of things. I had the epiphany already. I'm an industrial designer IRL. Okay, that makes sense. It's just, again, like the final boss first name is throwing me off a little bit. So about why I wanted to go to America again, unidorsal. It's how do I explain? After I turned 28, right? Because my birthday was quite recent. I kind of reflected on my life and was like, huh, there's still a lot I haven't accomplished, a lot I haven't done, and a lot I want to fix. And it kind of hit me that I don't have much time left, really. Like, my ultimate goals in life is to, like, settle down and have, like, a nice little place and, like, a family of my own at some point. And I'm like, oh shit, I only have 12 years to do that. I don't have much time. So I was like, oh shit, maybe I should, like, take a leap and do something about that. And I'd have a lot more opportunities in America to make more money, and just do more, I suppose. Kilf model. Getting old. Yeah, it's just... I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I wanted to make very drastic changes to my life in order to get my shit together and fix certain things, you know? Like, I mean, maybe you guys don't know about this, but like, after high school, I didn't really go to any university or anything like that, you know? I was just like, okay, it's a long story. Essentially, my high school had some sort of weird controversy and, like, fucked me over a little bit. And so I just gave up on that. So I was just like, all right, you know what? I'll just... We're raw dogging life now. So, based. I was like, you know, it would probably be a lot easier if I could go to America. My mom was offering me, like, some work in the same place that she works in, which makes decent money. So I was like, okay, it's already a good start. She was also like, oh, you can go to, like, a community college or something here. I was like, okay. More opportunities, all right. Not bad. You know, and she was also like, oh, and you could also get, like, your driver's license and other stuff like that. I was like, you know what? This is starting to sound really good. So, yeah, that's kind of why I was like, you know, I might as well start working towards that. I love it when your university raw dogs me. I mean, what? It's just, what? Trying to process that. Anyways, yeah, it's like, that's my biggest announcement, that sometime this year I will be moving back to Florida. And I mean, this is also good for, like, streaming purposes as well. I can't, like... I'm hoping that I'd be able to find a place that has thicker walls, or that I could, like... Maybe I could turn my room with my computer in it into, like, a soundproof room, so I could be louder, and I could do crazier things on stream. If I'm making good money, I could also upgrade things, which would be nice. So yeah, just like, there's quite a few reasons as to why I want to move back. And again, like I said, my mom is there, so it would be nice to be close to some family who can help me with whatever I need. Unhinged Kite. I was telling Citrus, I'm so jealous that he can just, like, fucking yell and scream and be crazy in his house. Because it's like, I want to be able to do that. I am quite loud. I have to literally regulate my volume so that I don't, like, either wake up my neighbors or wake up whoever the fuck I'm, like, living with. Get noise complaints. I scream alone in the woods. I'm jealous. Cause it seems fun. Best kite is loud kite. I know I'm loud as fuck, dude. It's why I'm just like, oh, it'd be so much funnier to like have streams where I can just let loose completely. So I'd like to set myself up for that as well. Bro is loud. I am quite loud. Even when like I talk. I've been told before, like, dude, you don't need to yell, and I'm like, am I yelling? I'm sorry. I don't mean to. This is my normal talking volume. So yeah, I very much want to get all this stuff in order. I'm a little bit stressed and a little bit nervous, which is also why I'm like coming back to stream. I was thinking like if I could stream more and do more things here, that maybe I could also save something extra on the side for when I move back. I'm not too worried about that though, because like again, my mommy is going to help me with stuff anyways, but still, I'd rather not like put everything on her, I guess. Everything on her shoulders. I've also been trying to get more work from my boss here, but like every time I ask, he's just like, I can't find any new students for you right now. And I'm just like, well, look harder, please. The more the better, bro. Happens to me too. Speak with a little emotional and people act like you're screaming. Yeah, I've had that happen before too. But like I've had that happen where people were like being like really ridiculous. Where I'd like purposely try to talk very calm and be like, all right, well, you know, like I'm not trying to yell, I'm not trying to start an argument, and they'd be like, why are you being mean to me? It's like, that's mean? What? I don't know, your tone just sounds mean. Dude, you're making me fucking paranoid.
Uh-huh.
Mean, I'll show you mean. It's like, you know. Anyways, not the point. Point is, I plan to go back to America. Plan to kind of get myself a little situated, and then see where things go from there, you know? There's a few other things that have, like, changed drastically, but, I mean, again, it's stuff that I'd rather keep to myself for now. I know that it's stuff that I might have to talk about eventually, but, I think now is too soon for that, you know? Definitely have a lot of plans in place. So, also hi Patrice. Some people
does it feel good? Does it feel good?
Party in the USA. Florida reveal. But yeah. I don't know what Meta is doing. But yeah, oh, the other update is that I have been, the reason why I like feel a lot better right now is because I started to work on myself and I started to exercise again, because I will be so fucking real with you. After everything I've like been through in the past few years, I've like really let myself go. Like, not to a degree where I'm like fucking, fucking, I don't know, what's the, Nikocado levels. Big Chungus. But like, I definitely don't feel good about myself, and I feel tired, I feel lethargic, and that's also why I burn out a lot, you know, when trying to make videos or trying to stream. So I started to go out more, started to like do more exercise, and now I feel really awake. I was surprised when I woke up and I was like, yeah, I just feel like cleaning the entire house. Like, I just feel like doing everything right now. I'm on top of the world. So yeah, that tells me this is really helping me right now. I feel a lot less depressed too, because that's been kind of an on and off thing that's happened over years. So yeah, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more alive, a lot more awake, and yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing that, honestly, and I don't know, potentially just, I'm trying to think of the word. Also, hi, Rick. Ricka. I think it's Rick Ahan. There's no space, so nice to hear it, Kai. It's honestly energizing the next day, yeah. Never gonna give you up. Hi, Rick. Whoa! When is my turn, Ree? Your turn with what? So yeah, everybody's making the joke now. To improve, I mean, that is something you just gotta work on yourself, really. Take the first step, you know? It sucks when you first start, but then like after some time, it's like, oh, this is not so bad. Make it a habit, you know? Why do I think exercise made that much difference for your mood? It never has for me. Well, I guess it also depends on your situation, you know? Just waiting for March. Oh, fair enough. Depends on your situation, because like, if the problem is like mental health related, and it's like a really big mental health problem, you might just need to see like an actual professional to help with that. Because there's only so much I think exercise is gonna do in that case. Honestly, guys, so you're doing better. I am doing quite good right now. I mean, there's like little hiccups here and there, obviously. You know, certain things like stress me out, certain things like make me feel bad. Sometimes I just crash for no fucking reason, you know? I mean, that's just life. But I'm sure with time it's going to get better. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking if there's anything else that's really happened that I could mention. I mean, it has helped me to also get back into things like art and music. I started to get back into music. That's really cool. I was surprised when I was like, oh, I feel like making like a song today. It's like, wow, I haven't felt like doing that in several years. What the fuck? So that was nice. But yeah. When is the mixtape dropping? When I finish a complete song, I think. I was messing around with some things before. Also, hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Me and Kite are going to make a comic dub. I just haven't told Kite yet. Brother. Some of your masterpieces soon. Sweet. I did, hello, just lurking. No problem. Thank you for the lurk. Listen. No, bro. You need to do voice acting. I would like to get into that, but I do want to start like one thing at a time. Right now I have like quite a few things on my plate, which is also why I haven't really been thinking about doing voice acting stuff or messing around with that. Not that I don't want to. I do. I'm trying to see if I can show that one thing that I started making. I think I put it on Discord somewhere. Bam, 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 bam. Readings are a good gateway into it, yeah. I'm curious, what program do you use to make music? I've always wanted to try getting into that at least once. I use FL Studio. It is a very, very good program. Here it is. I'll pause my music for 2 seconds just to... oh, jeez. Just to show this, at least. It's not fantastic. I'll say that. Like, there's certain things about it where I'm like, yeah, I could change this. I like the opening of it, and then like certain parts I'm like, something feels off. But I mean, for like a start, I think that's pretty good. I don't know why I feel nervous. Everyone's listening. Let's see if it... Oh god, that's loud. When did I start working on this? I don't even remember. I was trying to do like happy hardcore or some trance shit, I don't know. Around the end of last month. Oh, okay. I don't remember. I'll just stop it there because it's a little bit long here, but yeah, I was trying to make like music like... Does anybody else know S3RL? Or is that just me? Fat Beats? Thank you. I know Citrus knows S3RL. But I want to make something like what he makes, because I thought it'd be fun. I always really liked S3RL, so I thought, like, why not make something like him? There was other, like, little projects that I started, which I didn't really finish or get very far with. I wanted to start, like, a dark ambient track as well. There's another one which I didn't, like, save or upload here. And yeah. Sounds great so far, Technopunk. Thank you. I'm just messing around, seeing what I can do. Because I think I showed, like, old songs that I made in the past. It was during my, like, what can we call this era? My dark trap era, my edgy era. I was like, yeah, I want to be like Ghost Main. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Was good ho. Hi, Catty. Hello. Have you heard of Total Dead Center? I think you'd like them. I have not, but send that to me in DMs. I'll check it out. I'll check it out at some point. For real, that wasn't half bad. Thank you. I'm trying my best to get back into it. It's been a hot minute. I'm a little rusty. I used to have like an old folder somewhere, but I can't find it. I think it was on a flash drive. FL Studio. I'm trying to see if I missed any chats. I don't think so. I was trying to see if I could find my old shit as well. That was half good, wasn't half bad. Total Dead Center, that's called Cants. What? Huh? Am I not understanding something? Hold on. Am I logged into my SoundCloud, my stinky SoundCloud for my Hey man, listen to my mixtape. My mixtape, man. Listen, cheesy, I may be dumb. Cancer. Oh, he dropped the C word. God. We all a little cancerous here. I hate that people police so many fucking words now. Come? The other C word. I forgot that that one's
cancer.
This is cancer. Oh my god, I didn't turn that one down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Shoosh. It's so loud. There we go, that's a little bit better.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Correct.
You can't say chilling anymore? It's cultural appropriation? In what fucking way?
The soup is cold and the salad is hot. How is that even possible?
What? In what fucking way is that cultural appropriation? What the fuck? Yeah, the word chilling. That's what Shin said. Hassan says it's A... I think it's pronounced AAVE, but yeah.
How is that even possible? The soup is cold and the salad is hot. How is that even possible? The soup is cold and the salad is hot.
That is just not true.
How is that even possible?
No, people are trying to fucking
and the salad is
claim
hot.
every word as AAVE now, and at this point, I'm like, should we even care?
Is hot. How is that even possible?
Like, okay, certain like words and slang has like spread around. I don't know. I just don't think that we should care so much, you know? But there's other words that have definitely been policed before, and it's just kind of like, who fucking cares at that point? I miss the days of the old internet, where people could be edgy and say whatever the fuck and no one would care. Yes. Yes, Citrus. That's true. I always heard people call it that before. Now it's changed. You want to make out Ebony style? What the? That's diabolical. Typical modern bullshit. Gotta give everything over complicated names. Full using slurs. Oh! The scream following that. Dude, no, for real. Kite, help. I'm not a mod there? Mod where? Where are you not? Where are you not a mod? They're being so gay. But I don't even know what you're talking about. Wait, hold on. On YouTube? I don't see anything. Oh! That's such an old fucking thing. Hold on, I'll just go and take care of it. Excuse me? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Done. Crazy. I haven't used that place in forever. Anyways. I mean, there's plenty of words that people police, and like, I personally just don't think it should matter as much. Because the thing is, like, policing people from saying, like, words online doesn't really change anything in the real world. People are still gonna say whatever the fuck. You just have to learn to deal with that. You know? Like, just learn that if somebody says something genuinely
correct,
racist or homophobic towards you, then you can just punch him in the mouth. You have a fist. I'm just saying. You know? But like, I literally, like, I'm gonna be so honest. I could not care less what kind of words people use. I'm just saying. That's just me. It's the internet. If somebody fucking calls me a slur, I'm just like, okay, bro. I'll just move on with my day. Yeah, you can block them. Exactly. It's so funny because also people don't understand context, and this is the thing that I will die on this fucking hill, bro. Okay, this is by my fellow internet racists. Stop. No, but I will die on this hill. There are people who will make like risky jokes, and like in the friend group, you know that they're just making a joke. They're just pulling your leg. They're just giving you a hard time, right? And I think that's fine. Everybody likes to call that out, but nobody actually calls out the actual insane people. There was somebody who tried to reach out to me again, somebody who I hadn't talked to in years, and I was like, oh, hey man, how are you doing? And one of the first things that this fucking dude told me was, yeah, so I don't know how I feel about trans people, and I thought he was gonna make a joke, and I was gonna be like, oh, haha, you know, even though like I barely know the guy anymore, so I was just kind of like, that's still weird. But then he went on a whole fucking rant about how we need to legalize guns across the entire world so that we could hunt trans people for sport. I have never blocked anyone so fast. I was like, what the fuck? You're insane. Oh Oh my god. I was fucking flabbergasted. He just kept going. He was like, I think that they should, like, you know, they shouldn't be alive. They might as well just hang themselves. And I was like, holy fuck, this guy is fucking nuts. No way, bro. I'm scared. I mean, it was one fucking dude all the way in fucking Romania or some shit. Who cares? But I was just absolutely flabbergasted. Because this is one of the first things he's ever said to me after reaching out to me again. I was horrified. Oh my god, I was horrified. Holy fuck. So, Batman, you missed one. Yeah, I don't understand why there's so many people on Twitter or people across the internet who are like policing people who just make like casual jokes, and you can tell by the way they talk that they don't actually mean any harm, you know? It's like, okay, I think those people are fine. Are they edgy? Yeah. Do you have to like them? No. You don't have to. But like, I don't think they're out there trying to harm anyone. But then you see somebody like this and you're just not gonna say anything? Really? Like, I've seen tons of people like that, even in the sphere, you know? I don't know, man. It bothers me. It really does. Okay, guys, sounds like a home for stupid thoughts. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird to me, you know? Why are actually bad people being ignored? And then people who are just fucking around are like getting absolutely hounded, you know? Like, going back, and like now we can go into drama, right? Like, fucking Hassan, right? I don't think he's a great person. I think that he deserves a lot more scrutiny. And it's not just because he shocked his dog, even though that's pretty fucking bad. But there's plenty of other things that he's said and done, which I just don't agree with. And, Hassan Piker! Yeah, the dog zapper, fucking Lord Palpatine. But, yeah, it's like, I don't understand how people like that have such a platform. You know what I mean? They're platformed by the same people who preach that they are so empathetic and so kind and so caring and so accepting. It baffles me. It's like, you're not kind and caring and accepting. You're fucking delusional. That's what you are. You know? I saw like a new clip of like Hassan like doing like a fist pump in the air, like celebrating because some guy said that he couldn't take life anymore and wanted to kill himself or something. It's like, wow, that's really empathetic, guys. It's the live, laugh, love mind virus. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, Philo. Yeah. So it's why I'm just like, you know what? Bring fucking edgy humor back. People need to like grow a thicker skin and learn the difference between somebody who's actually like ill-intentioned and somebody who's just being a fucking internet troll. Like, come on, guys. Can we really not tell the difference anymore? Jesus Christ. How about he used the collar himself to prove it's not a shock one? Somebody actually suggested that and he never did it. The thing is, it's something that you can learn, you know? I'll be honest, I was never very good at telling the difference between like a joke and somebody being serious back in the day. I learned. you stick around certain people, you start to learn things, you know? I would say it's a learned skill, you know? I was, what's a good word for this? Also, people need to have ways to cope with life, and it's hold on, this chat is so small. It's way harder when there are things we can't joke about. Yeah. I'm at a point where I'm just like, fuck it. Who cares? You know? Why even care at this point about, like, not making certain people mad? Just stop by to say you're great and this track is a banger. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Magic Koopa. Also, hello! Have a good stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was saying that, like, how do I explain? I'm trying to put my words together. I'm thinking so many thoughts at once. But, hi and bye. I don't know if I really want to care anymore, because it's like, even if I am super PC and I never make certain, like, jokes publicly, I'm still gonna get hate. It doesn't matter. People are still gonna hate me for some fucking stupid reason. I got hate because I said, hey, you know what? I think the whole, like, let's hate all men, let's just shit on all men, like, movement, I thought that movement was stupid, and I was like, why are we doing that? Why? Hatred breeds more hatred. Let's not do that. And I got shit on for that. I think that's a pretty fucking common sense take. Like, yes, women's rights, woo, yay, women power, but also, like, let's not put down men in order to put women up. I just think that's dumb. Let's be equal. That was the point, wasn't it? You know? As a man, I cannot believe you are defending me. Cancelled. Common sense, not so common. Big surprise, yeah. So... Andrew Tate counter movement. Here's the thing. Like... I realize it's like kind of like a vicious cycle, because, like, for example, let me think of a good example for this. People in the let's say very extreme left-leaning feminists, or people who are pro-LGBT, or I guess, what would the term for this be? Like, I get, like, people very, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say extreme left. I'll just say extreme left. A lot of people on the extreme left will be like, you know, you have to accept us, but also we're not gonna accept you. So where the fuck do they go? To the one place they're accepted. Usually crazy places like the fucking, like, Andrew Tate community, you know? It's like, it's a vicious cycle. It's a fucking vicious cycle. Commies? Some folk are treating their politics like a religion or a cult at this point. You want to know something controversial? I don't know if you guys have seen this on Twitter at all. It's not a very big thing, but I decided to say fuck it and go for it. There's one VTuber who very much does not give a fuck and just makes jokes saying fucking slurs and shit. And I was like, yeah, VChud, yeah, I'm getting to that. She decided to make a group. And she was like, I want people to join the VChuds. And I was looking at her, like, application. There was, like, 3 questions. 4 questions. I think the first one was like, what are your links? Second one was like, are you okay with somebody not aligning with you politically? And can you have a disagreement or something without like completely having a mental breakdown, you know? And I was like, yeah, I'm completely fine with that. You know what? Sign me up. I don't care. I'd rather be around people who are going to just be chill. Cause I mean, like, I would say I'm center-left leaning. Like, if we're gonna get into fucking politics, might as well. But I'm very center-left leaning, but like, I'm fine with people disagreeing with certain things or just talking about certain things with me, you know? I like hearing people's opinions. I'm not going to strangle you for having a different opinion than me. I think that's stupid, you know? It's better to talk things out. And sometimes, through talks, you can even, like, open your mind to new possibilities, bro. I had a conversation with somebody before who was talking about, like, trans issues, right? And I mentioned something they had never thought about before. And they got so quiet and were like, huh. Yeah, I never really thought about that. And it changed their whole perspective. And that's just from us having a conversation. And I think that's great. And there's been times where they've said something which I didn't think about. And I was like, huh. Yeah, I never really thought about it that way. So it's stuff like that where I'm like, I would rather be in a group with people around me who are going to be more chill and more open to just having a conversation rather than a group that's like supposedly accepting that plugs their ears and doesn't want to hear anything you have to say. That's just my opinion. I'm completely done with being in groups like that, you know? I'm really, really tired of those kinds of groups because I've been in them. I've been in them before. The super comfy, cozy, oh, we accept everyone kind of groups. But if you have even a slightly differing opinion, they fucking kill you. Like, they will verbally murder you. What's the point? Changing your mind is taken as a sign of weakness these days. It's bizarre. I don't think that's weak at all. Sometimes, you know, you just don't think about something, you know? There's even been times underneath my videos where I've made a point and somebody made like a counterpoint and I'm like, huh, wait a second, hold up, let him cook. He actually has a point. You know? Like, I'm completely fine with people disagreeing with me. In fact, I would like more people to, like, disagree or have these conversations with me because it's interesting. It's too boring if everybody just agrees with you. So, who knows? Maybe I'll be a part of VCHUDs at some point. I hope. I think it'd be cool. I'd like to have more, like, people to talk to about different things. You know? Obviously I linked to my YouTube channel because I thought, like, okay, well, I make commentary that should prove that, like, I'm completely fine with having conversations and, I don't know, listening to what other people have to say. I remember the one that hated gays or something, and you pointed out that their name was Femboy Lover 67 or something like that. Oh my god, I don't remember that. Did that happen? That's funny. That's fucking funny, dude. Imagine. I hate gay people, but I love femboys. What the fuck? Someone's closeted as fuck. Yeah, if you have no one to disagree with in a respectful manner, you end up in an echo chamber and stagnate. Yeah, that's true. And that's also the other thing, like, some people will disagree with you, but they'll be super rude about it. And then when you're like, bro, chill out, they're just like, oh my god, you're just not listening to me. And they get super upset. It's like, dude, just be calm and we can talk it out. You don't have to, like, go for my fucking jugular immediately. Jesus. Because I've definitely had comments like that under my videos before, too. It's happened a few times. Someone gave me fucking lip. So I'll give you fucking lip. But anyways, I don't know. I'm super fucking tired and done with all of the, like, policing, all of the, like, crazy shit going online. Do you want lip? I'll show you lip. Just chill, it ain't that deep. Yeah, it's like, why even get that upset over the opinion of somebody you've never met online? Like, I'm a fucking nobody, bro. You don't have to get so fucking mad. Bro was fuck ass mad. Anyways. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, but yeah. I'm tired of these spaces that are, you know, trying to make it seem... What? But Kay, they will call us the N-word, their favorite word. Not that N-word, the other one, the German one. So true and real. Dude, imagine if somebody calls me that. I'm gonna... gonna crash out. Hey, Double K. Hello! Welcome. A German N-word? Nazi. Gasp, I said it. But people throw that word around all the fucking time. At some point you just gotta be like, okay, and? Okay, and? It's a diabolical fucking response, but like, yeah, at some point it's just like, who cares anymore? The political topics that happen on Facebook are wild. I haven't been on Facebook in forever, so I have no idea. I can't imagine being far left or far right. Anyone like that are too passionate about their beliefs. Can I just say, most of the, like, chill, normal people I've met are pretty center. Either they're center right or center left, and that's it, you know? They're relatively center. And it's funny, because, I mean, you can't be extreme if you're in the center. Like, that's just impossible. You can't be. So I prefer, like, center, like, talking to center-leaning people rather than people who are, like, way too far right or left. Because usually the super extreme far right or far left are really crazy. So yeah. There was something else I was gonna say about that. Oh, that people call that, if you're center-leaning, that you're, like, center-leaning. If you're in the center, that you're, like, a fence-sitter or something. Like, what? I can still care about certain issues without being, like, all the way in one direction, right? Like, fuck you, dude. They're all the same, as in women, not the other one. I'm not racist, I'm misogynistic. Bro said that so proud. like with stuff like that, I think that's a funny joke, because obviously I know he doesn't mean that, you know? So it's like, jokes like that I think are fine, and then there's gonna be people who are like, oh my god, he's actually a misogynist! Like, no guys, it was a fucking joke. Holy shit. I love women, it's okay. Now he said it like such a robot. How do we know? Maybe you're lying. I can see viewpoints from both sides. Yeah, I think that's kind of normal. You know? Context. Just because one doesn't foolishly toe a party line doesn't make one a fence sitter, yeah. But of course, people are gonna be crazy and call you a fence sitter, which sucks, you know? That sounds exactly like what a misogynist would say. Who needs context where we're going? Fuck yeah, Universal, he gets it! Fuck the context. Go all out. Go nuclear. I love this chat. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like, you know, one of my fucking weirdo tactics from back in the day, why I was using Filthy Frank songs in my videos, was because I knew that I was probably going to find really chill people who recognized it and were like, ah, I see you are a woman of culture. You know? And it did happen. Quite a few people were like, wait a second. Papa Franco? And I feel like pretty much everybody in my streams are pretty chill. What quota? Did you remember shit your pants today? The pants shitting quota? Even Olivia knows Papa Frank. I often think about Filthy Frank moaning loudly. Oh, do you now? Do you? Itayo. It was entertaining shit, dude. Like, let's be real. Him, like, fucking blowing fireworks at his ass and shit like that, it's fucking entertainment. I miss those days. Yamete! Olivia's base, excuse you. Okay, my bad, my bad. Ravioli, what's in the pocket, Oli? Yeah, true. I'm trying to make a point that, like, so many people here know Filthy Frank and are completely chill with that. It's so funny that there will still be Twitter tards over on X who are just like, we need to cancel Joji because he made fucking edgy jokes. It's like, it's the internet. It was the really edgy days of the internet, who fucking cares, you know? Even fucking Moist Critical, who I'm kind of looking at right now because I wanted to watch a video that had to do with Moist Critical. But even he brought up, like, about iDubbbz, right? iDubbbz was pretty fucking edgy back in the day. And he said, you know, whenever he made videos, I didn't actually think that he was being, like, a terrible person or anything like that. He was just being edgy because that's how the internet was at the time. I agree with him. Yeah, and that too, but the thing is, like, if you're gonna be an internet figure, there's always going to be people who use what you say to be terrible. I mean, there's people who have taken things that I've said out of context. I made a whole fucking rant before about the Hogwarts Legacy thing, but I was very much in the middle, where I was like, okay, I don't think anybody should be harassing streamers over a fucking game, But at the same time, I don't think people should be attacking random trans people just because a few fuckers decided to be idiots. And despite saying that, there were people in my comments being like, yeah, bro, fuck all trans people. And I was like, that's not at all what I said. Did you watch? Are we watching the same fucking video, bro? Like... So I was just like, bro, there's always gonna be people who try to just take what you say and use it for their own means. Also, what the fuck do you mean, Citrus? Kite supports genocide, confirmed 100% for real, for real. Chris Chan is a whole can of worms. Chris Chan is something else. Guys, where's this energy coming from? There's a genocide happening. They did it to get with lesbians. It's confirmed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did you... Okay, this is a thing I learned about from Dax, right? Dax, chill dude. He's a trans guy, right? He went on a whole rant about transmaxing. I was like, dude, what the fuck is transmaxing? He was like, oh my god, sit down, we're having this conversation. I was like, oh boy, I'm ready, I think. And he was like, there are people who transition because they think it'll just make their life better. Like, there are guys who are such incels that they transition to being women because they think that's the only way they're ever gonna get in a relationship. But I was like, oh, okay. He was so fucking mad about it. He was super mad. It's just me for real, for real. But there was like a whole movement for it. Some of them might just be closeted and they're making an excuse. But a lot of them were like, yeah, I just want to get into a lesbian relationship because, you know, like, I don't actually feel like a woman, but I'm not like very manly, so I felt like I'd be better as a woman. And it's like, what? 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 I have no words. Female to male to female. What? No, Citrus is just making bullshit up. It's an inside joke, because he was using like a voice changer to sound like a goth mommy. Me when I lie. And he was like, don't you know I'm trans? This is my real voice. So I was like, oh yeah, of course. He'd be like, goo goo gaga, mommy milkies. Yeah. I actually saw one detransitioner. Kai, it's true. I sent you my face reveal. Okay, you know what? You got me there. It's true. It's all true. But I have seen like detransitioners make like videos before. One was this girl who thought that she was transmasc and that she should transition to be a man because she couldn't understand that she was just asexual and couldn't accept it for like the longest time. She was like, okay, well, I clearly don't really feel anything for men. Maybe I like women. Maybe I'm actually a dude. And she went through like this whole process and then later was like, yeah, I still don't feel anything. Maybe this isn't it. So now she's just a girl with a very deep voice. But I mean, at least she found herself. But yeah. Anyways. Going off on so many different tangents today. But I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of a drama dumpy. Yeah. She just says the only thing that's awkward is having to explain to people that no, she's not a man transitioning to a woman. She's always been a girl. She just has a much deeper voice now. Don't worry, guys. I still have a pussy. It's a little awkward. Oh yeah, I added I want to see what the YouTube ad thing was gonna be like because I never monetized my streams on YouTube, but I put it at low because I wasn't sure how often the ads would be. So I didn't want to put it on like medium or high. I was like, okay, I might as well put it on low and see how that goes because I don't know if it's gonna be like really annoying or something. Tell me if it still happens too much. Gotcha. Anyways, we should go over to video watching. Here we are. There's Charlie. I'll turn off that so that we can actually watch the video. It's more Pegasus. This video came out like what, 4 hours ago. But I'm very I forgot that fucking Charlie's in Florida. Holy shit. It's gonna be a lot fucking closer to Charlie soon. Because I'm going back to Florida. Be fucking crazy. See Jesus in real life. Just walk to the store. Holy shit. Jesus is back from the dead. Oh my god.
Welcome back to a series so sciencey. Even my boy Brian subscribed in today's video.
Oh, I'm ready.
19-month subscriber asked Hassan to show his Twitch revenue to prove he's not botting, and he has a complete meltdown. Somebody doesn't want to expose his socialist grift. Hassan is now calling out Asmongold for talking like an African-American person because he said the word "we chillin'." Asmon responds,
that's what you were saying,
roasting Hassan. Local
No, it's
lobotomy
real.
patient iDubbbz is back, doubling down on his previous take, calling Penguin Zero part of the right-wing pipeline. He's calling Charlie an unprincipled rat who's secretly appealing to the right. He claims that he's still holding back and being empathetic, and he has much more heat for Charlie. He finally admits he has a grudge against Charlie and says that apolitical people automatically support Nazis. Bruh. He then says
What?
that Charlie simply hasn't developed his woke mind as much as iDubbbz has. Yeah. Subscribe or you turn into iCucks. Holy CTE, you're cooked.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back everybody. Another day, another dollar to farm off Diddy Piker and the Orbiters. So quick context, basically streamer Stable Ronaldo was showing his Twitch revenue because there's been a lot of drama regarding botting on Twitch and accusations are being thrown around. So a 19-month subscriber asked Hassan to show his revenue as well, you know, just to potentially clear his name, and he gets absolutely triggered. Hassan,
Of course.
on
course.
he refuses to show his Twitch revenue. Are
Fuck.
you on crack?
Bot.
Wouldn't I view about my revenue too? Every single day? Wouldn't I view about this or no? Would I view about this or no? That's my question. Would I cheat the system? Would I view about my revenue too? I dare you. Ask streamers who you think that view bot show the revenue. Show it. Show it. Show the revenue.
Dude, it's so funny when
Who's
a
handsome?
19-month subscriber goes,
Fucking-
can we see your revenue? Are you on fucking crack cocaine?
You mean
chatter? Do you want
Pegasus?
every neo-Nazi on the internet to nut at the same time? Just for fun. Are you fucking stupid? Actually, are you on crack? Like, Stable Ronaldo could make $1 million a month and no one will fucking bat an eye. I can make $10 a month and everybody's going to be like, dude, you are the biggest fucking grifter scumbag of all time. You know what my revenue is. It's my subscriptions. I don't have any other fucking form of revenue. Do with that information what you fucking will. Why the fuck would I ever show my back end to give every single psychopath a week-long
Cap.
jerk-off session to be like,
Such
Hassan is
cap.
the
Holy
only
shit.
streamer that has ever made money streaming, and it's bad.
Ah, another classic Diddy Piker meltdown. This is like my morning coffee, to be honest. I really can't live without it. It's like, you know, the SpongeBob narrator, another wonderful day in Bikini Bottom. But dude, I love how the chatter just asks like an innocent question, right? Like, hey, you know, the streamer showed his revenue. Why don't you do it, Hassan? Just for fun, just for fun. Don't shoot me, you know, don't eviscerate me. And Hassan goes, are you on crack? Are you actually crazy, bro? You know, Hassan, you can just say no. You know, if you're a content creator, people will constantly ask you this question, right? People have asked me to show my revenue, and my response is, no, I'm going to pass on that.
The man in the blue
Instead,
room?
I don't actually go and call them crackheads.
You're talking about him, right? This is a very unflattering place to stop. You're talking about him. Yes, his name is he goes by More Pegasus.
Although that's a new one. Also, he always just has the most disingenuous framing. He's like, oh yeah, if I made $10 a month, people would get mad. No, nobody would be mad at that, Hassan. You're obviously just lying. You're obviously just being disingenuous. People get mad because you're a champagne socialist. You're a grifter who claims to speak for the working class, you know, voice the concerns of the working class while giving false promises to people of this communist utopia that you're going to bring forward, while yourself engaging in the most disgusting display of luxury capitalism there actually is. I mean, come on, Gucci bags, supercars, mansions, luxury trips around the world, designer dogs that you shock into place for 10 hours a day, like a literal prop, like a non-living thing. I mean, you really are no different from like an ultra-capitalist like Bezos, you know? Pure responded, let's be real here, he doesn't show his Twitch revenue because it's inconvenient for maintaining his image as a socialist streamer. I mean, 100% on point. He knows that if he reveals his Twitch revenue and shows $1 million, his brainwashed fucking NPC audience is gonna look at that, and some of them at least will feel like, wait a minute, I thought you're fighting for the working class. They sort of know it, but when it's in front of your face, then it becomes a little more like hard to contend with, right? I mean, could have just said it's nobody's business and left it at that. Exactly. He just has a meltdown. It's in his blood, you know? Also, you can see that he's sort of desperate to be relatable because he always tries to bring up the story of how he actually grew up broke and his family actually has no money.
It's so fucking stupid. Like, why would you lie about that? Why would you lie about that? Like, it's so obviously a lie just because, you know, like, a lot of people, like, his uncle and his family's like super well off. He has pictures of himself like doing like horseback riding lessons with the fucking fancy ass suit and everything. It's like, what do you mean you grew up broke? What the fuck do you mean you grew up broke? Stop the cap.
They were billionaires,
Stupid.
but they lost all their money, right? All 5 of his multi-million-dollar family members, all of them lost it at the same time conveniently and left Hassan Piker very broke, so much so that he could only afford 1 horse, guys. Moving on to Hassan's daily Asmongold crash out. Hassan calls Asmongold cringe for using
he had a
AAVE
fucking
and points out his
silver
low
spoon in
sub
his
count.
mouth.
By the way, context, AAVE is African American Vernacular English.
Now, like, we on Kick right now, and we chilling at I just look, we chilling at 10,000. We got 10,000 people watching on Kick, and that's just, bro, that's just on another, that's on a whole other separate broadcast. And so Lacey was crying about not getting paid. Well, it's because they don't pay for bots. That's the reason why they don't pay for bots.
Yeah, of course he's gonna fucking say that. He's literally on a Kick contract. Kick streamers remind me of my suitors during my time in Crescent City, California. First time trying to acid for the first time seeing Red Dawn or Apocalypse Now. Okay. When Asmongold does AAVE, it fucking burns my soul, by the way. When we chilling on Kick right now. God damn, bro. You're fucking 40. You cannot be doing AAVE like this, okay? It just feels so fucking weird. Bought your numbers to get your back from the corpos.
No. No, dude. Dude. You're not serious, bro. No. I don't even know what the fuck he just said. He essentially just implied that, like, Asmongold saying chilling is AAVE and that he cringes every time this 40-year-old man tries to use AAVE. Like, what the fuck? It's like, what are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? You can't be this dumb. Like, at this point, I'm starting to believe he's, like, trolling. He's gonna have, like, that Nick Ocado fucking, I've always been 2 steps ahead monologue. And he's gonna be like, I fucking tricked you all. You all thought I was this fucking crazy, terrible person. I wasn't. I just did it for the views and the money. Fuck you all, or something. I don't know. Like, I don't want to believe this is a real human being. This 40-year-old man said the 40-year-old man. Yeah.
And the view botting adds credibility to ass reactionary takes. It's dude.
It's believable. Never saw.
I mean, even if he was fucking 20, it would still be cringe. No, that trust me, bro. Chatter is not wrong. Asmongold, I think, has like 5K subs or something on Twitch. When I bought it, Twitch sent ads to bots. They know which are bots eventually and block them. Yeah, Michael from Pennsylvania has double the number of subscribers that Asmongold has.
Yeah, Hassan is such a truthful guy here. So first off, Asmon literally says not to sub because he has enough money. And I don't even know what like the argument here is that Mike from PA is somehow more popular and has more emotion than Asmongold.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't even think Hassan is drinking
automatic reaction to Mike
honestly,
from PA.
So just stop, man. This is pathetic. Also, did I hear that wrong? Or does Hassan have a freaking soundboard now, bro? Oh my god. This absolute cringe lord is gonna start spamming his fucking soundboard now. Yikes. Also, by the way, just because he keeps bringing up Asmongold's age, just gonna make it clear, Hassan and Asmongold are virtually the same age. Like, there's not much difference there. Like, it seems like it's 2 years or whatever. Bro's trying to act like he isn't also 40 years old. Like, dude, you don't know the unspoken rule of the internet. You can only say this shit if you're at least 5+ years in difference, okay? Then you can be like, oh, this person's old. Like, for example, I can call you a fucking dinosaur because you're a decade older than me, right? So that's allowed. That's allowed, okay? You can't say that shit to Asmongold.
I see a Hassan chatter with my name.
You're both in your 30s, all right? Also, let me let you in on a little secret, Hassan. It was never about the age, okay? Nobody actually gives a shit if you're 50, 60, 30, 40, whatever, okay? It's usually because the person itself sucks and you just want to sort of dunk on them in another flavorful way, so you bring up their age, okay? I don't actually hate fucking 30-year-olds or 60-year-olds. Everyone's gonna age. Everyone's gonna become that age eventually. It's really stupid to actually go by that logic. It's just funny to say, okay? When I see ultimate gooning lord, you know, thirst after e-girls, I have to point out that he's 60 years old, right? I just have to do it. It's not like I hate 60-year-olds, okay? It's just funny to do so, all right? And you know, if there's some 15-year-olds in the Hassan's audience, they're obviously gonna call me a dinosaur, which is, you know, fair, whatever. Sure. Tectone responds he's sensitive about using AAVE because his girlfriend Valkyrie got canceled for it. What a performative pussy. Yeah, that was like a whole drama back in the
Really?
day. Low sub count. He literally says not to sub as he doesn't need the money and gets millions of views daily on multiple YouTube channels. You lost, dog zapper. Why does his son sound like he's crying all the time? His voice sounds so whiny. Yeah,
He's
sort of
always
build
on
that
the
up
verge
through
of
multiple
crying.
meltdowns every
I would
day.
be too.
Right, so Asmon responds and roasts him
If I was
for
him.
literally being the same age. Asmon responds after Hassan called him cringe for using AAVE. You're 42.
When Asmongold does AAVE, it fucking burns my soul. By the way, when we chilling on Kick right now.
Is that AAVE? We chillin'? I don't think that's AAVE, is it? Like, I have no idea. I'm trying to even think about it.
God damn, bro, you're fucking
Yeah.
40. You cannot.
You're 42 and you're acting the same way. You're trying to hang out with these guys in real life. You're going to their parties. You're calling me 40 when you're 40 and you're going to their parties in real life. Meanwhile, I'm talking the same way that I used to forever. What are you talking? You got more gray hair than I do. You're sitting around calling me old. What the f do you mean? What do you mean that
Shit.
I'm 40? This is ridiculous.
Not be doing AAVE like this.
It's
okay?
not a big deal. I talk like this all the time.
It just feels so fucking
Uh-huh.
weird.
Right, so about this whole
You
AAVE
got more
thing,
gray hair than me.
Personally, I don't really notice
Shit.
it that much. I don't think saying we chilling automatically makes you black. I think that's a very dumb thing to say. I mean, for some people, I would say that it is pretty obvious that they sort of grew up among certain people or in a certain culture, right? Like if you look at Nina Lynn, for example, and if you look at the way she speaks, I mean, it's clear that that's not a normal sort of upbringing. That's just not like a normal thing. That's like not what the average person sort of goes through, right? There's some wacky ass shit going on there, right? Or even like that Ray streamer, right? Or a bunch of these Twitch streamers, right? But I don't think Asmon particularly is trying to be fake or trying to act black or something like that. That's a ridiculous accusation. But yeah, we went over this, but Hassan calling Asmongold old is literally the Spider-Man meme. Okay, you're both the same age, right? And Hassan takes it one step further. He literally goes to these phase parties with a bunch of teenagers.
Thank
and
you for the
20-year-olds and
head
goes,
pats.
I'm the richest at the phase party. I'm richer than all of you. I'm so cool, you know? I'm the cool unk here, and I have more money than you.
cool
And
unk.
by the way, that's completely false as well. I'm pretty sure half of these influencers got more dough than Hassan as well. But obviously, nobody's gonna sit there and argue with Hassan like, pull out your bank account right now. They're mostly just like, okay, old man, you got us.
I mean,
You
to
got
that person
us, all
in the
You
chat,
might be younger,
you're
but you totally got the
allowed
riches,
to not
surely,
like
right?
Tectone.
Surely.
I'm just kind of
Such a
confused why
fucking insecure
that's
loser, dude.
being
So
brought up
then
when
Asmongold points
we're looking
out
at
that
Hassan
you
and
know, he grew up like a rich boy.
Asmongold.
Wasn't he dancing around yesterday with an airsoft gun?
Yeah,
by the way?
we're confused where
Wasn't
that
he
came from.
dancing around yesterday with an airsoft gun on his stream?
Unless they think
And he's saying
Asmongold
that
is
me
Tectone.
saying we chillin', like we chillin' is the most fucking white boy thing that you can say nowadays. What are you talking about? That's not even true. He getting mad.
Thank
the
you
way
for
I'm
the
talking.
lurk.
Can you believe that? Oh my god. And you know what I think is funny is that Hassan doesn't understand this, but because, you know, he grew up, you know, rich little fancy boy up on his horse with a little special hat, you know. You know, sitting around there, and you don't understand this, but like you went to a working class high school, everybody talked like this. Everybody talked like this. This isn't something that's unique or different or special for me.
Hassan is just so disconnected from reality. Like, every time he speaks, I'm just like, there's no way this is a real person who thinks these thoughts are, like, legitimate, like, valid. There's no fucking way, bro. That's why I keep thinking, like, he has to be a troll at this point. He is so disconnected from reality. Oh my god. It's generational slang, yeah. It's like I don't know, even back when I was like in fucking middle school, people would be like, oh, you wanna come chill at my place or whatever? Oh, we be chillin' and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know where he's getting this shit from.
This is just the way everybody did things. And so I don't know what this is. Remember that fancy hat he had on? Oh my God. And so, yeah, you don't even get it. And I don't know what to say. He's running out of things to get mad about. He is. It's normal lingo. We chillin'. This is some kind of a crazy thing to say. I don't even know why you would get mad about that. It's really, and then the fact, like, it gets me mad. He called me 40. Really, that shit gets me mad. Like, I'm not. I am not 40. Like, I'm halfway to 40, yeah. But, like, I'm not 40 yet. That did not happen.
Listen,
That
guys,
did not happen.
age is just a number. Wait, no, not like that.
No.
Okay?
Wait.
You can't be saying that sentence in front of streamers these days. Okay, that will just never end well. Okay, age is definitely a very important number, let's just say. But yeah, my honest thoughts on this is like, who actually cares? We're all gonna grow old and die. You might as well make some jokes while you're at it. It's never that deep, okay? It's never that deep, and if you're actually offended by jokes that make fun of your specific age group, then you need to lighten up. You honestly need to lighten up and learn to laugh at yourself a little bit. And you know, it just brings me great joy that I can call Hassan a fucking dinosaur for the rest of my life, right? Because the age gap is gonna remain, right? So good old Diddy Piker here, emphasis on old. But yeah, I don't really know why Asmin is saying that Hassan grew up rich. Hassan did not grow up rich. He simply was froggen sized naturally, all right? He only ate one burger to become that size, and he only tortured one horse, okay? It's what every kid does. It's a coming of age thing, right? Every
Dude, this
kid
is
going through
diabolical.
puberty, they have at least 15 horses, they have 6 stables, they have billionaire dads, multi-millionaire uncles, landlord moms, they have their own personal dog to shock.
If somebody made a video talking about me this way, I wouldn't even be mad. It would just be fucking funny. That would just be fucking funny, dude. I'd be fucking laughing my ass off. Oh.
It's just how it is. People responded, everyone talked like that, and it's just Asmin looking particularly crackhead-ish. I guarantee Asmin grew up with more ghetto black kids than Hassan did. Bro, you just know Hassan was like the biggest racist. I mean, he is right now. We can tell, right?
Like, I'm sure people could make a million different comments or a million different jokes about me already. Like, I think the biggest thing is like pointing out that I'm a VTuber. Oh, you don't want to show your face where you like a fucking 40-year-old fat man. Ha ha. Hell yeah, I am. Sorry, I got a little too crazy there. Had the tongue out and everything. But I mean, like, just laugh at yourself, bro. Just take a joke. Best thing you can do is, yeah, taking it in stride is the best you can do. Yeah, exactly. Bro got too freaky. Why do you think we're here? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The body is round. What? Yes.
Never
rotund.
ask Hassan Piker what he thinks about black people. Never do it. Worst mistake of my life.
When it comes to black folks, you really don't want to talk about us unless it comes from voting. When is the last time you spoke about Sudan? I'm gonna fucking ether you. Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this fucking chat? Suck my fucking cock. You think you have a pass in here to fucking speak like this? Go post a fucking clip about how much of a fucking white supremacist I am. Suck my dick. You don't understand black people. Shut the fuck up.
I wonder if Asmongold and Hassan will be in their 80s and still feuding. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the legendary series continues until I'm 80, bro? Holy shit. I might legitimately be like Warren Buffett at that point, bro. Like 80, holy unemployed. Imagine being unemployed your entire life. That's my goal, guys. Everyone who went to public school in the South talks like Asmongold, especially in Texas where the word y'all was basically invented. I would know I grew up there. Hassan is probably the I have a black friend so it's okay guy IRL. No. Hassan is the opposite. He's like, Oh no, I don't have a black friend, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? That wouldn't prove anything, all right? But also I don't, you know? Just gotta clarify. These two can't stop going after each other in
So
the
true.
bedroom. Hassan puts on a black
This is
accent
so
all
true.
the time, bro. He puts on every accent. Cue him singing in Chinese.
Falling a woman.
Moving on to the chibi review situation.
Ooh.
Recap if you missed the last video. Basically, this random
Ooh.
YouTuber got his life ruined because his wife cheated on him with his best friend. And he told a story about how he was going to end his life, and his friend sort of saved him with a wellness check. And Hassan obviously responded just giddy with excitement because this guy was a Hassan critic or whatever. And yeah, he was just ecstatic that this guy wanted to end his life.
Brother,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make fun of him a lot more, even after he openly reveals that he almost committed suicide here, okay?
Well, turns out he actually had a lot more to say. This shit went on for like an hour straight of him just demonically celebrating another man wanting to end his life.
It still
Would
gets,
anyone probably
it gets worse? Why is there 9 more minutes? How could this get worse? Your fiance's getting her cheeks clapped. You go up, you're like, hey, I tried to commit suicide. She goes, peace, I'm out. That's crazy.
They don't care, basically, what my used to be best
He's
friend
there
did
laughing. Oh my god, look at him.
with him. And
Fucking look at
that's what
him.
My friends, like, it did.
He's like trying to
And
hold
they
back his
more or less-
laughter. What
they
the
just cared about
fuck?
being with him, and they didn't care about everything. They're completely okay with. He said he was moving down here in a few months, and he.
Yeah, to your wife, bro. Hey, yo. He's like, bro, I heard she's a great time. That's why I'm moving down there. So sorry.
Like, I think he talks
Ooh.
about too much of this stuff publicly, right? Because I think it eggs people on to harass him. But, you know, I do totally support him. I feel really bad for the guy, I'll be honest.
Of course Asmongold supports him. What do you mean? Oh my god.
Hassan is an
Has
imp.
there ever been a generational villain that Asmongold hasn't been on board with? Are you
That
kidding
is.
me? Oh my god.
I need to like
Someone
pin that in my
posted,
fucking
hashtag happy
server. Hold
Valentine's
on,
Day
I need
me
to
in my
like
bed.
clip
I
that.
thought he had my back. He was there for me with the times of being harassed and.
Yeah,
Just
he had her
Hassan is
back,
an
all
imp.
right. He had her back. I wish all of my ops a similar fate. It's so awesome. Bro, why are you even covering this?
That'd be a
Man.
permaban if I had any say.
I
Yeah.
love how one of his chatters literally calls him out saying, you know, be
Like for example, here's the thing. I don't like Hassan, right? I think that's pretty obvious. But if Hassan came back and like he like went away for a while and then came back and was like, yeah, I'm back from like the mental hospital because I tried to kill myself, I'd be like, oh, that's not good. I wouldn't be here like, yeah. Because why would I wish that on anyone? Over fucking stupid internet drama. That's... What the fuck? What the fuck?
an adult, stop effing with the sound effect, why are you covering this? And you know, it's not a good look to basically encourage someone to neck themselves, right? Even if you don't like the guy. And he goes, banned instantly. I'm sorry, no dissenting opinions allowed. You know, whenever Hassan claims to be like a good person who wants the best for people, people just need to bring this up, okay? Because I hope everybody remembers this anytime Hassan is in a bad situation himself, right? Because that's just life, right? Eventually something bad is going to happen, and Hassan having his entire life broadcasted online as well, I don't think it's going to end well. You know, I don't think anyone is having any sympathy for Hassan after pulling this shit, because this is legitimately some cartoon villain shit, as I often say, and he tries to copy me, obviously, because he's watching the legendary series. Because there really is nothing more villainous than this. I think the next step is to just mail him the rope, right? Moving on to iCucks. Now, recap, last time, he was trying to go after Penguin Zero, calling him a path to the alt-right, basically saying he turns people into Nazis.
It's part of the pipeline, though. It's the same reason people wouldn't say Charlie, Moist Critical, is right-wing or like as ideologically fucked out there as like a Nick Fuentes or even Asmongold, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
He holds some space for the people in his audience who might have some differing opinions. He doesn't make it clear, like, I don't want you in my fucking community.
And basically everyone was trying to guess why he was acting like this, whether it was because Charlie made a video on Hassan shocking his dog, or whether it was because he called out iDubbbz' apology in the past for his old content. Well, turns out iDubbbz has actually doubled down.
I don't expect other people to necessarily have the same amount of like sympathy, but it's like I'm not going to. You don't necessarily have to have sympathy for him.
It's one of these things that it's so hard.
But I think it's weird to celebrate it.
Like,
if that makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like, yeah, don't have to have sympathy. You can just be like, yeah, well, this is you reap what you sow, right? But yeah, I wouldn't like go on like a fucking stream and throw like a big fucking party being like, yeah, dude, he almost fucking killed himself. Hell yeah. Like, why would I do that? I might as well just not even talk about it at that point, you know? Forgot to grow the sympathy kite. It happens at a certain age. He needs to grow some empathy. Right. But yeah. I think Hassan has primed himself to deserve the fate of the guy he's mocking. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I think he's so egotistical and arrogant that he thinks that something like that would never happen. He has never really had to worry, it seems like. He's always had like a silver spoon in his mouth. So in his mind, probably nothing like that would happen. He's never going to ever like have a big fall. But the thing is, the higher you climb, I guess, the harder the fall or some shit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sure there's going to be a point. I mean, it's already sort of starting to happen, but I think there's going to be a big turning point where some point in the future, something really big is going to come out that cannot be ignored. And it's just gonna be a downhill spiral from there, you know? Where even his most loyal chatters will turn against him. Because, I mean, it's kind of like what happened with Mama Max, you know? A lot of people were very supportive of everything Mama Max was doing, and he was really taking off and grew a large audience. Release the files. Kind of surprised it hasn't happened already. I mean, I'll tell you guys a secret. Some friends were actually theorizing about Mama Max not being a great person way before he was even outed. Like, they just had a feeling something was wrong. But they couldn't really say anything because, you know, they would be attacked for saying anything. They didn't have any proof. It was just a gut feeling. So when soon after all the shit hit the fan, it was just like, wow, that gut feeling was right, you know? So now I'm following my gut feeling and saying, like, there's something that he's probably hiding that's very massive. That, you know, the larger he grows, the more he climbs up the fucking ladder here, he's gonna take a bit of a tumble at some point. Somebody's gonna figure out something about him that he can't deny. And that probably his own chatters won't be able to ignore, and he's going to lose everything. You know? That's what I feel will happen. That's what I think. So, it might not happen for a while, because some people are very good at keeping that shit under wraps. But, like I said, the more popular you get, the more people kind of dig into your personal shit and will try to figure out more about you. There might be something that just makes everything fall apart, you know? He feels very comfortable right now because a lot of people are on his side even when he does do something openly.
If you eat too much, you get very fat.
even when he does do things like bad things openly, nobody seems to bat an eye. He still has a large following. He has loyal supporters and whatnot. So he's very comfortable right now, but he's gonna get a little too comfortable and something's gonna happen. That's my prediction. Because, I mean, it's just inevitable at that point, you know? It's inevitable that when you get a little too comfortable in this kind of situations and you're not careful, that something will slip through the cracks. So he is setting himself up for a pretty hard fall.
Still, being empathetic iDubbbz.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I should have a lot more heat for people like Asmongold and Charlie. Because it's so fucking obvious. It's so fucking... And it's unfair even to lump Charlie in with Asmongold, right? Like, I have so much heat. Because it's like, you know what you're fucking doing. You know what you're doing. You guys are being rats. You're being like unprincipled rats.
The fuck is he talking about?
Like, I do not fucking care. And I think the audience knows as well, right? Like, the audience the audience wants to wear everyone as a fucking mech suit. And it's like, none of it really, the conversation is never really about like whether they're principled or not. It's whether they made the smart move career-wise. Like, are you, you haven't upset enough people. You haven't upset enough of the right people, which would actually be like a little bit of a,
Right, so Charlie is an unprincipled rat now because he doesn't 100% agree with everything the radical far lefties are saying. Dude, oh my god, you are such a fucking white Hassan, bruh. How has this actually happened to you? By the way, this guy has no legs to stand on. Him calling anyone unprincipled or a rat. When
I saw Unidorsal showed me the choir version of the Coconut song.
His best friend to side with the Hassan orbiters. That is literally the definition of an unprincipled rat. Literally projecting just like Hassan. And he really has the audacity to go, I'm still being empathetic, you know? I'm actually cooling my jets
I don't mean
right
to
now.
do the Hassan move of chair reacting. But let me just quickly, I'll leave it going for a second. Actually, you know what? Because it'll take me like 2 seconds. I'll pause. I'm not going to do the Hassan thing. I'm just going to quickly grab myself a snack. Because I haven't eaten for a few hours. I don't want to, like, take time to, like, make fucking food right now, so I'll just grab something and hold myself over. Grab something.
Are you going to finish that croissant?
Greg120 subscribed to the channel.
Granola bar. Granola bar. See, that took like 2 seconds. Wow. I like how we stopped on this fucking image of iDubbbz.
Bringing back his true power. Wow, iDubbbz, you're so brave. You're so courageous, actually. You're so cool for staying calm in such a...
I missed a what? I missed a what? Someone subscribed to my YouTube? Thank you. Yay! I like how the one time I get up is the one time that happens.
The scenario. What a giant bitch, dude. Also, I love how he instantly caught himself. He's like, oh yeah, people like Asmongold and Charlie. Basically admitting that he sees them as the same thing, right? He sees Asmongold and Charlie on the same level. Basically, he's so far left that he thinks that, oh, they're just right-wing, right? They're just a path to the alt-right, essentially. When they're obviously completely different. Asmon actually does cover politics. Meanwhile, Charlie is mostly apolitical with his content. So the fact that you even thought of them as the same just shows where his mindset's at, right? It was like a Freudian slip, right? He's just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't lump them in together. but you just exposed yourself. And it's crazy how he can hate Charlie when he has all the approved takes, right? He criticizes Trump. He criticizes Elon Musk over and over and over again. He criticizes ICE. He has like all the takes that are approved by the lefty community, but he's so radical that it's not enough for him. Like, how much more does he need to do before he's on your side, bro? Also, I love how he thinks that Charlie is dog whistling to his audience. He's like, oh yeah, you know what you're doing. Your audience knows what's happening. No, they don't, man. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. When he's talking about some random goofy stories or some random topics, it's not like an alt-right dog whistle. When he explicitly says how much he hates like Trump and Elon Musk and all this shit, yeah, I don't know how that's right-wing, dumbass. Well, I don't think iDubbbz has been making too many smart moves career-wise. iDubbbz complains, bad move. Sam Hyde documentary, Career Class 3, Content Cop H3, iDubbbz complaining to his critics, all bad moves. I don't view Charlie as a political commentator. Nobody does, unless you're brain dead like iDubbbz and Hassan. The same Charlie who defended trans people in the debate with Sneeko is criticizing ICE, made fun of Elon, blasting Trump for the EP files.
I actually should have a lot more heat for people like Asmongold and Charlie, because it's so fucked.
Please do. Please do. It'll be great content for me.
It'll be great content for me. That's so funny.
You're being like unprincipled rats. Like,
this is the guy who was making fun of an Iranian for talking about how Iran is oppressive. Do you remember that? Him like sitting there with his girlfriend, like giggling to themselves about how uneducated and stupid this Iranian is for thinking that America is a more free country than Iran. This is the same guy. Yep. Do you enjoy the amount of space that you occupy in people's heads? I mean, I didn't even know, right? I had no idea he's like sitting there thinking about me. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Well, I don't know if the word is thinking, but like he's sitting there talking about me. Like, I never really think of iDubbbz, if you really want me to be honest. I never really do. And, you know, based on his viewer count, it seems like nobody else does either.
Right, so then he talks about being a lolcow, comments on his lolcow of the year award.
I won the gracious award of lolcow of the year from somewhere, and unsurprisingly, the other lolcow was Hassan. Oh my god, Hassan is a lolcow, and that removed any amount of like, what is this out of my brain. I'm like, oh, they don't like progressive people. This is purely like a political decision.
Oh my
entirely.
god. I hate that fucking argument. I'm sorry I have food in my mouth. I'm trying to chew. I hate that fucking argument. Oh, you don't like Hassan? You just don't like the left. You just don't like progressive people. That's all it is. No. No, I don't care what fucking political fucking alignment he has. I think he's a piece of shit. That's really it. Eating on stream should be normalized. I'm not saying like it's like not something that people do. It's just that I know that my mic catches like a lot of sound and I don't want to be here like, you know, lip smacking. Lunch/dinner streams, let's go. And we just have like a fucking, we have like a picnic stream or some shit. Sit at a table eating lunch. Just chat. Why is everyone throwing out that word? Like, is Olicon supposed to be a safe word for P-file? Yeah. Or people like conflate the two, you know, at this point. It's very fucking confusing to me too. Because everybody always has like a fucking different definition and I'm like, what? Well, what does it fucking mean at this point? Like, help.
You got it, man. Surely it's a political decision. Surely it's not the fact that you are constantly fucking up on the internet that people make fun of you as a wonderful pastime and you consistently show yourself to be a complete clown and cement yourself as lol cow status, right? Literally for over a year now, you're just constantly getting cooked because you can't stop opening your mouth and saying dumb shit and doing dumb shit. But of course, you're gonna make it about politics because that's all you know now. You're like this woke lefty, right? You have awakened and everyone is just stupid, right? They're just sleeping. And it's really tragic. Your entire existence is basically desperate to be accepted by people who hate you anyways. People who would cast you aside at the very first sign of non-compliance, at the very first sign of slight disagreement, the first sign of an alternate opinion. Hassan is a lol cow, that's true, and so are you. It's honestly hard watching this guy in 10-second increments. He's so pathetic. The fact that he's literally anyone watching his streams is impressive. More people hate watch him than actually watch him. They don't like progressive people. If he thinks he's progressive, he should definitely seek therapy. So apparently it gets worse. iDubbbz admits that he has a grudge against Charlie.
The only reason Ian brought up Charlie at all was because Charlie didn't like his apology video from 3 years ago.
It was almost more telling, Charlie's response to my apology, however many years ago, than the apology itself. I think it perfectly encapsulated even the point that I'm making here.
Yes, you heard that right. He's making these nonsensical statements because he's holding a grudge towards Charlie. Charlie didn't even say anything mean to him.
I've also created a culture of, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy.
When you're in a lol cow competition, your opponent is Ian. You're cooked.
Okay, let's hear what Charlie has to say.
The way he talks about this content makes it sound like he used to fucking murder puppies for these videos, which it was never that extreme. I very much would consider it edgy. It was 2016 edginess in all of its glory. The point of his content wasn't to be hateful or hurtful. He really was just trying to entertain. At least that's how I and the majority of people viewed it.
It's so funny to see Ian come in here and correct Charlie because he's essentially saying, no, Charlie, you don't understand. Those weren't jokes. It was meant to be hateful.
Yeah, I mean, that literally just makes him look worse. So instead of saying that I was obviously joking and, you know, the people, I don't know why people were calling me hateful, he goes, no.
Everybody's just fucking arguing about the word now.
Slinging all those slurs, I was actually just extremely racist and I was actually just the biggest piece of shit. I mean, wow, iDubbbz, thanks for clarifying that you're a massive piece of shit. Nice. And the funniest thing is he's an even bigger tool now and he's even more racist, right? So he's basically saying that, hey guys, I used to be far right and now I'm far left. Wow, congrats iDubbbz. Great, real growth here. Spoilers, they both suck. They both suck, iDubbbz. You're supposed to be reasonable and moderate, not an extremist fucking lunatic. Then he says that people defending Charlie are wrong.
Politics has broken his brain. He outright compares Charlie to Asmongold.
The person who posted it said, this is purity over actual politics. Charlie has been going at the Trump admin and their policies for months, actually years. Silly, missing the point entirely. You can clip Asmongold going after Trump or saying not nice things about Trump. That doesn't absolve people of anything.
If you think these two creators are the same at all, you've never watched either of them. His fans point this out.
He is not a safe space for the alt-right at all. Sure he is. There's a lot of places that are a safe space. Just by being like, you know, non-political a lot of the time, like that's doing enough.
So because Charlie reviews movies and video games, you know, non-political content, that makes him a safe space for alt-righters. Genuinely, this guy eating pickles in the sewers was more intelligent content than what he puts out now.
It's so fucking true.
This is making me alt-right. 13 million people watch this. 13 million new Nick Fuentes viewers thanks to Ian.
So wait a minute. He's legitimately saying that being non-political is a safe space for
you
the
can almost
alt-right.
see
What
iDubbbz's
the fuck
brain
is wrong
churning
with you? I
slowly.
mean, bro, you're not even allowed to be neutral among the Hassan orbiters. You're not even allowed to be apolitical. This is just iDubbbz
Oh my
admitting
god, I'm
that,
having a field day.
okay, you basically support Nazis if you decide to be neutral and you don't fully 100% agree with them. And this is what we've been saying all this time, right? These people have no charitability. These people have no like logical thinking at all. They are absolute extremists who have this one-way thinking. I mean, bro, I'm not even saying this jokingly. Like, I think you need brain surgery. Like, you are not healthy at this point. Here's the facts of the matter. We don't give a fuck about politics, and being neutral is a perfectly valid stance, okay? If you just want to enjoy life, you don't want to care about politics, and you don't want to be a miserable sack of shit like these people, you are perfectly okay to do that.
And that's the thing, like, I was talking before to some people about, like, the fact that I don't really want to dive too much into politics on my channel. The reason I started commentary was not to dive into, like, the political sphere. I mean, I don't even think I have a right to talk about fucking politics. I don't know jack shit about politics, dude, and you expect me to fucking talk about it? Hell no. But, like, the only reason I started was because I wanted to talk about dumb internet drama. I wanted to talk about, like, Chris Chan and Creep Show Art, fucking Illuminati, the Illuminati drama, fucking what else happened? Loretta Janky, there was some kind of weird VR chat furry hypnosis girl who was, like, preying on children or some shit. Like, there's tons and tons and tons of, like, stupid internet drama that happens. Pardon? What was her name? Hypnotist Sappho! Yeah! Oh my god. Forgive me, ma'am, I must have misheard you. Genuine freak, yeah. I remember Hypnotist Sappho, holy fuck. But I saw all of those videos at the time, and I was like, oh my god, this is shit I would love to comment on. I would love to make videos about this. And holy shit, we should just watch a whole video on Hypnotist Sappho. It's so fucked. Oh my god. It's so fucked, dude. Holy shit, it's opening up some fucking memories. I don't even know if I remember everything about that situation, but it was stuff like that, which is, like, what I wanted to talk about on my channel. I didn't want to talk about, like, politics and things that are going on in the real world. I wanted to talk about things that were going on the internet, you know, specifically. And now it's getting hard because a lot of these streamers are starting to become more political. So it's like, if I talk about Hassan, I kind of have to talk about politics because that's his whole thing. It's very difficult, and it makes it kind of, like, not as fun for me. It's not like I'm not gonna still do it, but I still want to try to kind of avoid the topic. Kavirja Epstein hypnotist before GTA 6. No, for real. I need to show you this after the video, but intriguing. It's stuff like that I wanted to talk about mostly, because for me, internet drama and like situations that happen across the internet and like internet, like reporting on internet lolcows and whatnot. I wouldn't even call it reporting, it's just doing commentary on it. But doing that was like way more fun for me, and now it feels like because everything's getting more political, I can't avoid politics as much, which sucks, because I really don't want to involve like IRL situations in this, especially when that requires a lot of like fact checking to make sure you're not misinforming people and whatnot. Like, I don't want to spread misinformation about something that's like actually kind of like an important world event. I'd rather just talk about something stupid, and if I get a fact or two wrong, like by accident, maybe I misread something or whatever, it's not that big of a deal because it's some fucking stupid shit that happened online, you know? Doesn't mean it can't be serious. I mean, the Illuminati situation was pretty serious. The hypnotist Sappho situation was serious, but it's like, it doesn't feel as like fucking important, like being like, there's this weirdo on VR chat in comparison to this country is getting nuked. I don't know. One feels a little bit more like larger than the other. I don't know. What? Yeah, no, I have the same question as Mr. Pixel. What is that? What is that? I'll continue playing the video while you explain.
You can just enjoy whatever it is you want to enjoy, your own unique profession, your own like entertainment.
Also, I was laughing earlier.
You don't need to care about the shit, bro. And at least people
about
here on the
you're my
apolitical
favorite
side are not
trans
gonna,
creator.
hound you over that. Meanwhile, iDubbbz will drag you over the coals for daring to not take part in this. So then he does the classic and calls Charlie like a fence rider, and then he says that he should just come out and basically defend iDubbbz.
You can get on some freaks hit list online, and you do not like
what? A crinkler, someone who wears and uses diapers, someone like Taiga? You mean the furry VTuber person? What? Kai, have you had bottom surgery? Bro, I'm not fucking... Everybody thinks I have a massive penis. Oh, Tigaholic! You're my favorite trans baby for a VTuber. No, stop. Matthew, stop. No. You don't? Kai, is it 8 inches or 10 inches? Fight. The big VTuber, Tigaholic. Right? Hold on, I'm trying to process. Who the fuck? I don't know, bro. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy, but like at the same time, why? But why? Let me see if this is who I think it is. It is who I think it is. You know what? If that makes you happy, bro. Sure. Sure, dude. But fucking why? Does Kai have the $5 footlong? What is happening? We're talking about crinklers or people who I guess use adult baby diaper lovers. Yeah. I'd rather deal with the boy VTubers than somebody who wears diapers, like pisses and shits in their diaper, dude. Holy shit. Matthew just keeps getting worse. Giving me new pronouns too. She's my favorite adult baby diaper lover trans creator. Stop. Stop. Please, I'm gonna fucking piss myself. And I'm not wearing diapers. So that shit's going directly into my pants. I'm crying. I have tears in my eyes.
You can't say that these f***ing fence riders don't see what's going on online. They see how I've been treated by a lot of the people who I've said, no, I don't f with you. If you want this out
fucking
of me, I don't f with your politics.
Phoenix
I don't
Wright
like that. And by taking that hardline stance, they
Go
can
make
see
fried
it.
chicken.
They can see, and they're like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm gonna dance. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking dance. I think people
Consider
need to
your
stop
pants
getting so
peed.
fucking defensive over, you know, just acknowledging that someone's part of the pipeline. It doesn't mean that you're the shittiest person online. I would hang out with Moist Critical 1,000 times over all of the people further down the pipeline. Like, you know, and I think he has the capability of changing, right?
Show an example of him making pipeline content then. He doesn't. I genuinely think Ian has no idea what kind of content Charlie makes. He says he's being empathetic, but he's just being a moron.
Like I'm even still being empathetic iDubbbz.
Oh my god, dude. It's crazy that you call him a fence rider and then somehow say that he's supporting the alt-right. And let me just break it down. The implication here is that if you don't defend iDubbbz, you're basically like a Nazi. Like, that is just the implication here, right? And honestly, what a foolproof plan, right? So basically, iDubbbz here will slander you and harass you unless you actually respond to me and defend me against the criticism from the internet. What a fucking loser. By the way, if it wasn't obvious, doing all of this shit is not helping your case, iDubbbz. I mean, I don't even think Charlie is watching this, but on the off
I think
chance
there's
that
a
he's
mix
actually
up. There's
watching any of
Tyga,
this,
then
you're
there's
not portraying
Tiger.
yourself as like a
Tiger's a
reasonable
diaper
person
furry
that should be
VTuber who's
listened
into
to. You're
age play. That's
basically
who I thought
hounding him for
it
literally
was
doing
referring
nothing.
to
Like,
at
he's
first.
just in his lane playing video games, right? And the only time he ever does talk about politics is literally opinions that are approved by you guys. He hates ICE. He hates Trump. He hates Elon Musk. Okay, those are all of the approved takes by your side, and still you hate him. I mean, like, when is it enough? Holy fuck, dude. Just chill out and stop harassing people.
There's way too many
And I can't
Tiger
get over the
VTubers,
fact that
honestly.
This is all because he decided to have an opinion on iDubbbz's apology and potentially criticize his son for shocking his dog, right? Something that is completely apolitical, something that anyone with the brain cell would actually do, but no, apparently just not allowed. So then a chatter points
Glad
out
to see
exactly
you
this,
again
that
after
Charlie
so
has a bunch
long.
of
I'll take
lefty
my leave
opinions
for
as
the
well.
day.
I'm able to catch your live stream.
Take care,
Can I
y'all.
ask what
Bye.
your Moist
Bye,
Critical take was earlier in the
Rodrigo.
stream, though I had to wait because I'm new to the
Rax
stream.
rip.
Sorry, I thought Charlie condemned Palestine, condemned ICE for
stinky.
the Alex Pretty incident, and routinely says that
Sorry.
Trump administration is covering up pedophiles. Is Charlie right wing? I've been watching his content for years and thought he
Are
aligned
you
with
going to
and
finish
Hassan
that
most of the time.
croissant?
I mean, he
Croissant?
might do it most of the time. I'm not exactly sure.
Then why are you making up all of this about him? You know what? Ian has changed. He's changed for the worse. In the span of only 2 days, Ian has lied about Charlie's content while admitting to not watching it. He's doubled down on his slanderous content cop video and is now collaborating with people who also make slanderous videos. But remember, it's everyone else who should change, not him.
And I think he has the capability of changing, right? I will say, though, like, I don't think a lot of them are quite as, I don't think a lot of them have developed their woke mind as much as me.
Oh my god, I think I'm gonna die of cringe. This man, there's no way he just said that. I don't think they have developed their woke mind as much as me. Oh, no. Please tell me you're trolling. Please tell me this is some alternate reality. There's no way, bro. 2016 iDubbbz might have actually jumped if he knew that he was gonna turn into this. I mean, there's just no way this is a real person, bro. If you were like a comic book villain, you would be called the Wokenator. Like, you know when Elon Musk says that cringe shit of like, the woke mind virus is gonna take over? Like, I sort of get it now when you look at iDubbbz, bro. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, you are unironically making his cringe statements actually true now. Like, if people like iDubbbz exist, then the woke mind virus 100% exists. Because that, like, that's
far
he's
he is
describing himself
fucking
unironically. I just imagine he's
fallen.
in like his fucking
Jimmy's
basement
mom
or whatever
tight
going,
shit.
your woke power level is nowhere near mine, Charlie boy. You're a level 1 noob. I'm a level 99 mafia boss. What a flippin' loser, dude. Holy. I think the main takeaway here is to never take up boxing because you will get brain damage and ruin your life. Okay, I'm obviously kidding. Boxing can be a great way to stay in shape and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes you can come out on the other side like this, right? So just be careful, right? But yeah, I feel like we need like a Meat Canyon episode on this guy, like woke final boss. Pure responded, iDubbbz should have squatted 225 below parallel and this video wouldn't have been made. Moist Critical is what iDubbbz wishes he turned out to be. He's stoic, he's racist, he's lobotomized. I don't care for Charlie's content, but it's very weird seeing iDubbbz's public reputation spiral into non-existence when 3 years ago, everyone was shitting on Charlie for having the most lukewarm critical take on iDubbbz's terrible apology video. Yeah, no, the start of the legendary series, like my first video sort of criticizing iDubbbz, it actually actually had like a 80% like rate or something. There were actually people still sort of diehard defending iDubbbz, but I knew I was right. I predicted the downfall right from the first episode.
Yeah,
because
so
I'm
true.
The future predictor. We simply get things right on this channel, although iDubbbz was a pretty easy prediction, I'd say. Dying man takes his last shots, misses terribly. Calling Charlie right wing is absurd. I don't know where the fuck they're getting that shit, bruh. Ian being mad at Charlie for not hosting an echo chamber is ridiculous. The pipeline is pure nonsense. Crawling leads to walking. Walking leads to running. Running leads to running into people. Crawlers need to condemn walkers to prevent those who run into people. I mean, this pretty much sums it up. That's basically what's happening. Now click this video or you get CTE. Okay, thanks for watching.
All right, it's time. I'm first gonna BRB really quick because I want to make actual food. And then we're going to look at the hypnotist Sappho thing because I want to show you guys. I think it's such a fucking shit show. We might as well look. It's old fucking news, but since so many of you don't know who that is, let's go down memory lane. Let's fucking do it. All right, BRB. Just gonna grab food and then I'll be right back.
Hold up. Let him cook.
This stream is brought to you by Viagra. Can't get it out, bro? Too goddamn bad, we can't help you.
This is cancer.
The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. If you eat too much, you get very fat. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Nut. If you eat too much, coconut nut very fat. Nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat.
What the fuck?
Sorry for the wait. Oh wait, wrong scene. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's gonna be fucking terrible. I hope you're ready. These are the Hypnosis Sappho files. I'm so excited.
And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile.
It just starts off that way. Perfect.
The following video is going to contain some of the most disturbing content I have ever talked about on my channel. I'd argue probably more than any video I've ever done. I will delve into some very dark topics in detail, and it is certainly not for the faint of heart, so proceed with caution. Thank you. The internet opens up the opportunity for a lot of different communities to converge online. It's a place where unorthodox people from unorthodox backgrounds can use technology to form their own little corner of the world. Sounds innocent. Unfortunately, this also includes groups who rally around justifying some very disgusting acts and beliefs. And in extreme cases, some people online go beyond basic disgust to be genuinely morally reprehensible. For most of those involved, the furry community has become a way to indulge in a relatively innocent hobby. However, some among their ranks have expressed a genuine sexual attraction to the very animals that the entire fandom revolves around. Meet hypnotist Sappho, someone whose name has become very well known on sites like TikTok and YouTube for their outspoken beliefs on this topic.
So I'm pretty sure that most furries who have seen any video about this hypnotist Sappho person know what has been going on.
Sappho's YouTube videos throughout 2021 featured VR chat hypnosis, during which she would mock hypnosis practices within the realm of a 3D simulation. Her channel went relatively unnoticed.
What do you
until an
mean
upload
something
from
like this
September
is happening?
2021, titled Coming Out About Things. At almost 40 minutes in length, this video is her coming out about her sexual attraction to dogs. Even beyond a simple confession, she also attempted to justify the abuse of animals.
I'm just not going to give the opportunity for a Sappho exposed kind of video. And I would rather suck the air out of the sails of the rantsonas, and instead of letting this sort of thing build, just be open and honest about myself and my beliefs. I am a zoophile. You did not mishear that.
I wish I did.
Am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German shepherds. Zoophiles are among the most caring and loving people towards animals and their mates.
This quickly got a lot of attention, having racked up 700,000 views and counting. And as sad as the following statement is, the idea that someone would defend such a thing is not unheard of online. Many such cases exist. But for someone to be so open about it was truly baffling. No one even had to expose her. She did it herself. Following its release, YouTubers, forum users, and fellow members of the furry community began combing through her past and present, discovering that her personal confession was merely the tip of a massive iceberg. Almost all of the information in this video was compiled by users on Kiwi Farms, in one of the site's best threads to date, giving a very detailed history on her sordid past. Full credit goes to their extra helpings of internet autism. Seriously, their work gathering and compiling this information cannot be praised enough here. My video would not be nearly as comprehensive if not for the accessibility of that thread. So without further ado, let's find out just how depraved the internet's latest dogfucker truly is. On the surface, the only egregious thing on Sappho's channel is her video where she comes out as a proud zoophile, but upon watching her uploads and digging into her activity on other sites during their release, it quickly became apparent that her behavior in these videos is reflective of some much darker tendencies. In the summer of 2021, Sappho began spending a lot of time on VR chat, practicing her own unofficial version of hypnosis on a number of players in-game while donning furry avatars. While it's not necessarily apparent in some of these videos, this hypnosis is actually one of her many kinks. What we see on her channel is simply a very tame, safe-for-work version of this. Through messages from users who were involved, we can see them commenting on the fact that her enjoyment seems to go above that of a mock hypnotist. Later messages and public comments have her claiming that she's not actually interested in it as some kind of fetish play. But given some audio released of her encounters during this time, it's pretty clear that she was getting off to it. And, as with pretty much all degenerate behavior online, most of this was also occurring via conversations on Discord.
Oh my god, stop!
Sappho would join furry servers on VR chat, such as Furry Talk and Chill, where she would attempt to meet as many people as possible, who she could then add on Discord and engage in roleplay with at a later date. One of these people was a fellow furry who went by the username Gray, the catch here being that Gray was just 16 years old, while Sappho was 21. She got in contact with Gray over Discord, and their conversations became intimate. Once these became unsatisfactory, the two called in VR chat to simulate the same acts. Later on, Gray came to the realization of how disgusting everything they had been engaging in was, given the 5-year age gap between the two. Word spread in Sappho's community, as well as with many people she had been interacting with on all of these VR chat servers. Once the admins were made aware that she had met a minor on the platform and then lured them to private messages to sext them, they swiftly took action and banned her. Things ended between Gray and Sappho as they ceased conversations. She was permanently banned from the VR chat community, even kicked from the official Discord, but no one really knew who she was. She hadn't faced any actual repercussions for her actions outside of a few server bans. This would bring her to a crossroads. Clearly, she was receiving some backlash for her behavior, but at this point, her actions had not earned her infamy. She could cease these conversations with strangers online, or continue them. The video was not over yet, so you all know what happened. Now banned from her primary venue for meeting prospective role players, Sappho decided to create her own community for meeting fellow furries. Called Mama Sappho's Hypnotherapy Server, it was advertised as a place to meet new people, although much of the conversations there came down to just roleplay. Curiously, despite the very sexual nature of the server, the age requirement to join was merely 13 and up. Sappho's defense for this at the time was that the NSFW channels were only made available for those 18 years of age and up. She even claims to be requesting ID for those who claims to be 18 in order to give them access to those channels. Despite this, a 17-year-old moderator would end up having access anyway, clearly not only breaking her own server rules, but also Discord TOS. While all of this happened closer to the middle of the year, it was partially documented in a YouTube video from a user named Joe Kuhn.
Notice as well that Blue is able to talk in the NSFW chats. Moderation powers are given to a minor in a server that has NSFW content. We also have a screenshotted interaction with Blue and Sappho in her server that is highly questionable in nature, where we see Sappho sharing a photo of a censored dildo. A dog penis-shaped dildo.
Having seen the video, Sappho decided to leave a comment down below responding, which feels kind of weird. Many of these receipts are either insane speculation, forged, or hearsay. I still don't see hard evidence to back any claims made, and the fact a 17-year-old Canadian who had head moderator privileges got access to those chats is a yawn at best. Also, no not safe for work zoo content has ever been present on that server unless you stretch the meaning of feral furry artwork. Instead of outright denying some of the more damning claims within the video, Sappho decides to simply allege that there's no proof before downplaying what was evident from the screenshots. This brings us to September, just a week before the video that got so many eyes on Sappho was posted. She created some new channels in her existing server, specifically dedicated to illustrations of bestiality. While everything she'd done before hadn't quite alerted members of her community to her nature, this was sure to perk up some ears. Get it? Because they're dogs. One of her moderators from the server decided to message her to see why she decided to create this channel. While she attempted to dodge the question initially, later on, she revealed a bit more about herself and how she really feels on the topics of zoophilia and bestiality. Alright, I have one final question before we part ways. What did you mean when you said that you believed zoophiles were somewhat misunderstood due to the zoo sadism thing? Because of the horrible stuff that happened with zoo sadism, people conflate zoophiles with sadists and fetishists. She went on to proclaim herself as a therapist, basically trying to tie her view on the subject to that of someone who wants to help and understand others. In this case, those others would be dog fuckers. She then decides to send a link to the Zooier Than Thou podcast. This is a show where dog fuckers get together to talk about all things related to dog fucking and proudly speak about abusing animals. It is genuinely hours upon hours of some of the most delusional
There's no way.
and
There's no way.
disgusting
This is
shit you can find online. It's a miracle to me that it's still on YouTube to this day. Although if I had to guess, not enough big YouTubers have screamed at them to delete the dog fucking podcast off their platform yet to truly care. And Zooier Than Thou is not a little known name. While its subscriber and view count is relatively low, YouTuber Toad McKinley has covered the show and its hosts extensively in videos with hundreds of thousands of hits. Users on Kiwi Farms have extensively combed through material to dissect their identities and past. Among more normal furries online, the podcast is seen as yet another stain on their community, which reflects badly to the broader internet. It was at this point that this Discord mod, Matcha, cut ties with Sappho. Feeling the need to speak out, he would pen a twit longer on the 8th of September where he exposes her for supporting zoophilia and harboring a number of minors in her server where illustrations and discussions of this subject are abundant. I was a mod of Sappho's Discord server, a public server to learn about hypnosis and hypnotism. The server is around 3 weeks old, and I became a mod due to a server drama where people were discussing the age limit of the server. A not safe for work chat was created, known as NSFW Feral. NSFW Feral was for feral pornography, which included drawn feral x anthro and feral x human. My views of feral aside, I was deeply uncomfortable with some of the material I saw, which included a non-anthropomorphized dog raping a girl walking down the street in a non-consensual scenario, and a realistic drawing of a dog with its dick out. So I decided to leave the server. I wrote a letter of resignation and left. But something stuck with me. When the topic went to zoophiles, Sappho said something along the lines that zoophiles were misunderstood. I wanted clarification on this, so I reached out the night after everything happened. To summarize the convo, she said she supports the zoophile community and that being attracted to animals or doing the act isn't wrong. Much of this account had been corroborated with DM evidence, and there was no reason to believe that Masha was lying about any of this. Word of Sappho's misconduct once again spread within her own community and those adjacent. She had been caught with DM proof admitting that she was a supporter of zoophiles. She had even linked a podcast which was heralded by fellow zoos as one of their main sources of camaraderie. Once again, Sappho was at a crossroads. She could delete her entire internet presence and go into hiding, or dig her heels in even more on this disgusting shit and deal with the backlash. This brings us all the way back to coming out about things. Her September upload, where she describes in detail her view of the topic and defends zoophiles. As with many degenerates of this nature, she attempts to attach her own attraction to the LGBT movement, comparing her and fellow zoo enthusiasts to gay activists of years past.
And it's a lot like when homosexuals were coming out in the 1960s during Stonewall and those sorts of events. And I know that 99% of my viewers, my community, you don't have anything wrong with homosexuals or gay people. You support them, you support LGBT, nothing against them. Zoophiles.
This was a real person.
And loving people towards animals and their mates. You see animals as equals to humans, not as property or an object, like in the eyes of the law.
Don't call the dog your mate.
Much of this video attempts to emotionally manipulate the audience, asking for them to be understanding and not cast judgment on something that they just don't understand. When, of course, no rational human being would be able to have their minds changed on the subject of bestiality, even 1 inch.
I give you the pass to be extra based.
And those who practice it should be, well, not sure YouTube's terms of
Can
service
we
would
restart
want me
humanity?
to give my thoughts on that one. Sappho attempts to draw a distinction between zoophiles and zoosadists. She claims that zoophiles are okay because they practice love and consent with animals, while zoosadists, such as Hero the Wolf, are the true monsters.
Zoophilia is often very misunderstood.
How does a dog
especially
consent?
Because of certain very terrible people and what you may have seen in the news. And someone that I will not mention, if you remember that situation with the zoo sadism leaks a few years back. Unfortunately, when people think of zoophiles, especially furries, that's the person that comes to mind. That is the situation that comes to mind. And
but what does the fox say about Sappho?
Horrible abuses.
Eugenics ain't sounding so bad.
And bestialists. I do not want them to be the face of the community. and they should not be the face of the community. Ethical zoos are not like that. Specifically, I and other ethical zoos follow what's called Zeta principles. Zeta being the Greek symbol, but also standing for zoophiles' engagement, for tolerance and acceptance.
Judging from most of the comments, it didn't exactly work. I fear for the safety of that German Shepherd dog. The pain it feels inside is unimaginable. You're why people are scared of us furries. Please never relate this to the LGBT again. The first 13 minutes of this video are her outlining her thoughts, but past that point, it transitions to a conversation between Sappho and one of her friends, where they discuss how he regularly abuses his pet German Shepherd.
You're my closest zoo friend and really helped me accept myself. In fact, you made a post on Zooville, and in that particular post, it was about you coming out about things, and you linked an episode of the Zoo podcast about coming out. And that just really inspired me to make this video and to go forward with being more open about it.
I found this community and found the Zooier the Now podcast.
In this recording, the forum Zooville is mentioned. The address linked, zoophileforum.net, is exactly what you would expect given what we've seen so far. Post after post justifying zoophilia and sharing personal experiences. How old were you when you first made it with an animal? What is the cost of animal partners per year? How, ideally, would you want your female partner to dress for a zoo encounter in your presence? Page after page of revolting content posted by revolting people. Some of these people exclusively derive pleasure from encounters with animals. However, others, like the one interviewed in Sappho's video, believe that they are in love with dogs. The level of delusion is really hard to wrap your head around, and now there's an entire website for these people to hang out.
It's so much easier to just be at a point where I'm okay.
Absolutely.
And I can look myself in the mirror and say it. You know, I'm a zoo. And my partner is the love of my life. And, you know, I love her romantically, physically. You know, that is okay.
No, it's
I
not.
think so too. And
no, it's not. No, it's not.
It's
Get
really
help.
amazing
Get help.
to hear
Get help.
How
Get help.
you overcame that struggle and
struggle.
came to that realization and came to accept yourself for who you are.
It's just fucking sickening. This video really was the perfect concoction to outrage everyone. Sappho brings up older furry drama, necessarily tying it to the prior controversy in just one more installment of a never-ending string of incidents within the community. Furries that don't support this
like
gross
this
shit
from
hated that it fully
online, which is
reflected
what
on
I
all of
wanted
them.
to do
Sappho
commentary
bringing up
on,
the
'cause I
LGBT
just-
community and their progress angered them as well.
It's
And beyond
crazy to
that,
me.
at 37 minutes in length, there was plenty of content to be picked apart
gets
here.
worse, by the
Commentary
way.
channels
Oh,
quickly picked up
fuck.
on the story and expressed
I
their
don't remember
disgust
the
for what they
rest.
saw.
I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German Shepherds. If you are willing to stay and listen to my view and
No, I'm not. I don't think many of us are. We're not gonna stick around for your view. And you posted this on 9/11? Oh my god. This video is 36 minutes long. I don't have a ton of confidence that in 36 minutes.
Why
you're
is
gonna
that
say
day
anything
so
that makes someone
tragic?
go, you know what? You're right. It's totally fine.
I myself even talked about this in a video on my other channel and expressed my general disgust with the opinions promoted in the video. The idea that someone would not only be attracted to animals, but actually be proud of it and feel like anyone should even be willing to entertain their ideas was shocking to say the least. Sappho had painted a target on her face, and in video after video, she was ripped apart. Mainstream attention was even attracted to the situation, with Input.com publishing an article about her, detailing how she was using sites like Twitter and Discord to build a community of vulnerable people. The more urgent matter is the significant link between pedophilia and zoophilia. There seems to be a hidden group of animal sex abusers who are really child predators. Edwards' research found almost a third of bestiality arrests involved sexual abuse of children under 12. There's a high number of people who have sexual interest in both animals and children. In this context, the intense devotion of Sappho's teenage fanbase is disturbing. Countless zoo zoophile profiles, tweets, and fan art from minors who claim to be as young as 13 credit Sappho as an inspiration for their zoophilia. Many refer to Sappho as mommy, and some have committed self-harm in her name. She's recently been accused of child grooming. While those who aren't deranged criticized her, those frequenting Zooville and fellow Zoo podcasts saw it fit to embrace her as their greatest champion. Her Twitter account began growing a bit, where she would post tweets explaining how proud she is of coming out, and openly talked about specific dogs that she was attracted to. Tweet after tweet showed her proudly proclaiming her beliefs, and fellow zoos flocked to her account. While the negative attention had been, well, negative, she was now building a little cult from fellow dogfuckers that crawled out of the woodwork to talk about their feelings. Even as more and more severe allegations were made about her community, Sappho pushed on. She believed that individually, zoophiles were powerless, but with numbers, even over the internet, they could enact actual change. And she didn't just want to participate. Her citing of Stonewall riots, in which LGBT activists held a number of demonstrations in New York, was not merely emotional manipulation. 1 month after her coming out video, she made another upload announcing her new organization, Zeta North America. She billed this as a way to promote inclusivity and tolerance for zoos. Within this video, she specifically alludes to the existence of Kiwi farms as well, and seems to take the all publicity is good publicity approach, going as far as to smugly thank them for the notoriety they gave her.
People trying to post an address and say that it's mine everywhere and that sort of thing. Especially some really toxic forums. Like some really fucking toxic forums that are trying to go after me. But I can't even be angry at those people, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I mean, I have a very good community of people around me now.
Meanwhile, she and her friends began posting promotional
Do not
content
redeem
on
the
Twitter
publicity.
for her
Do not
organization.
redeem.
This promised to be a new frontier for zoophiles. They would band together to show the world that they were not afraid of who they were. And you know what? They weren't so bad after all. Just some weird guys who like to be weird. And hey, don't we all like to be weird? No, fuck off. However, the organization was very short-lived due to infighting with its members, as well as failure to officially file with the IRS as a tax-deductible agency. Just as it was announced, her dreams of some kind of zoophile rights organization fizzled out. But this minor setback didn't mean she couldn't continue building her audience and community. And that's bad enough on its own, but maybe we could at least take a little solace in the fact that she had decided to kick all the kids out of her community, okay? It was adult dog fuckers only, instead of vulnerable kids being dragged in that can be groomed by adults into thinking that it is okay to have sex with animals. But of course, it just has to get worse. One of the things specifically touched on in the input article is the fact that Sappho has had a number of incidents where minors, one claiming to be as young as 13 years old, have been lured into her Discord servers and private chats, where she then tries to convince them that they are attracted to animals and that that's just fine. The thing is, Sappho specifically tries to attract both adults and younger internet users to her community. The easier they can be preyed upon, the more attractive they are to Sappho. In early December of 2021, Sappho came out to her followers on Twitter with a very emotional story. She claimed that a 13-year-old zoophile who she was friends with had taken her own life because she had been harassed by people online. Just yesterday, you apologized to me for bothering me, that you thought I was a cool person, and that you liked my voice, and I didn't respond. There is a reason we are doing this, to stop the harassment and bullying that leads to this. Julia, rest well now. And here we have a screenshot of her sending a picture of an angel and supposedly sending a beyond the grave message to this deceased child. In the following days, she posted a number of other tweets mourning the loss of this young person's life at the hands of zoo haters. She also used this as an opportunity to, once again, justify her positions on bestiality and promote the idea of tolerance for her group of people. After looking into this a little further, it was discovered that Julia does actually exist and is a real person, but she's far from dead. Her TikTok account made a post saying that her parents had taken her phone away because they found some of the conversations she was having online, which, safe to assume, are not things any parent wants to find on their kid's phone. This made claims from Sappho that she would be attending the minor's funeral very weird. I mean, firstly, are we to believe that the parents of this child knew about her interactions with Sappho, and were totally fine with it before her death, and now, in the wake of her passing, had decided to invite the adult woman encouraging their child to have sex with animals over Discord to her funeral? Rest assured, she had an explanation. Sappho posits that the account was compromised by someone claiming to be her, some nefarious anti-zoophile hacker. Or maybe, better yet, the parents just lied about her being alive and she did pass away, and they were now trying to cover it up or something? Given the lack of any information suggesting that this girl died, or that it had anything to do with cyberbullying some 13-year-old zoophile Twitter account, it was probably safe to say that she was full of shit. This would later be confirmed with posts from the minor where they said that they were totally okay, and even provided proof that they were who they said they were. Maybe this kid shouldn't be around their dog given the conversations they were having, but I digress. While it can't be completely confirmed, it's my opinion that Sappho intended to use the supposed death of this young girl as outrage bait. What better way to make it seem as if your enemies are detestable than to claim that their actions led to the death of a young girl? Whether she actually believed this minor had passed away, or if she thought she was alive is unknown. Either way, she tried to use suicide as a way to manufacture outrage for people who are, rightfully, criticizing people who promote bestiality. It's not unexpected, but it gives further insight into the length of her manipulation. And of course, Julia is far from the only minor Sappho had been regularly interacting with. Another TikTok user by the name of Serval had been seen in her TikToks interacting within VR chat, promoting her messages. If this person's age is to be believed, then Sappho is regularly interacting with 14-year-olds on a daily basis. With so many interactions between Sappho and minors publicly, especially considering the actual content she was promoting, one could only wonder how bad it got behind the scenes. After much discussion around the topic, she eventually also revealed her, shall we say, atypical view of relationships with minors.
And even pushing it aside of, well, go ahead and do research and see what is safe or what's not. A child still does not have the mental capacity to go through with sex safely.
Okay, so that very last part I disagree with, but
One thing you'll notice about Sappho is that she likes to talk a lot. Eventually, she tends to talk herself around to admitting to being some other form of reprehensible. One term you may have heard floating around in YouTube videos and on Twitter is map.
I'm the map.
Oh no 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 no
Short
no
for
no
minor attracted person. This
not the
term
maps
is an
again.
attempt for pedophiles to rebrand themselves to be more socially acceptable. Many of those self-identifying promote contact with minors and have, much like Sappho, tried to tie themselves to the LGBT movement. Sappho posted a long thread on the topic of maps, questioning the validity of age of consent laws around the world. She ends by saying, I am attracted to some minors, but minors specifically? No. In fact, my most recent partners were significantly older. I do not know if I would call myself a map. If so, then it's more like layers of an onion than a yes or no. I am mostly just a loving, guiding, nurturing motherly figure. She posted a later tweet promoting what she calls critical thinking on the topic. Sappho had always been lewd and very explicit, but much of these conversations had been relegated to direct messages prior to this. With so much attention building, perhaps she felt she had nothing to lose from making it more public. So, she decided to make an alternate Twitter account just for sharing extremely graphic drawings of animals. At this time, it was also discovered that she had an affinity for what is known as cub material, depictions of specifically young-looking animals, being puppies in her case, in suggestive and explicit situations. She began posting and retweeting this content onto her own Twitter account, which was public and had been promoted by her main. Many of her followers on both
They are
were
back,
minors.
by the way?
Combined
What do you
with
mean
what
they
she
are
was
back?
actually retweeting onto their timelines,
Her?
this was heavily criticized by her detractors. While it was obvious what she was doing, she dishonestly played it off
What do
by
you-
misrepresenting the
Shin.
situation, as always.
Shin, no, what do you
She got
mean?
even more hate for the deflection, but for
what do
the
you
time at least,
mean?
she didn't seem to care. With so many people talking about her irresponsible interactions with her young community, and the fact that she had clearly taken measures to specifically attract these people to her, not to mention her expressed open-mindedness to map acceptance, what happens next is something you could probably have seen coming. She's a pedophile.
Wow. Not even surprised.
Her promotion of map activity and supporting of child grooming caused her account to be mass reported by Twitter users, and she was permanently suspended on the site. She had been officially deplatformed on Twitter, and while her YouTube channel did exist, it had become inactive for some time since she hid the Zeta organization announcements. It's been a wild ride so far, so I encourage you all to catch your breath for a moment. Maybe get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, take a shower to wash off all of the scum that your body has collected since being exposed to this information. It's only getting worse. Having been kicked from one of her primary avenues of attracting new members to her posse, she collaborated with a few friends to create her own little community hub via Mastodon, an open-source social networking app that kind of functions as a bunch of smaller, isolated Twitters. Her own community is invite-only, so she can carefully curate who
Like
enters.
recently,
Despite
according
this
to
barrier,
Twitter? Oh my
plenty of
god,
interactions
send me
were
the tea,
leaked,
send me the
painting
tea.
a picture of her most deplorable community yet. Here, she once again talked about her less than digestible views on sex with minors, and felt more free to talk about dogfucking. It's no surprise by now that she's willing to admit her genuine thoughts on these topics, but it doesn't make the fact that she was caught talking to another minor any more easy to hear. Many had taken note that Sappho, who was once again 21 years of age, had been strangely close and affectionate publicly with a 16-year-old in her community named Kylo. The two were very flirtatious in tweets and even made suggestions at lewd content behind the scenes. As it turned out, behind the scenes, the two were dating and engaging in more of this furry VR roleplay and like hypnosis kink play. I fucking hate that these are strings of words that exist and describe real things. At the same time of her confession to being a map, Sappho and Kylo added taken to their Twitter bios. Many speculated that the two were in a relationship, and DMs from the time even showed the minor in question, stating that they wanted to keep the relationship a secret and clearly admitting to it. The minor even expressed worry at the time that they would be discovered by their parents, while also thanking Sappho for buying him a pizza. I wonder if it was cheese. Sappho attempted to hide the relationship publicly despite clear indication that they were dating by devising a lie. She would announce that she was dating another member of her community instead. That way, people would hopefully be thrown off the scent. Why she thought that this would actually work is anyone's guess. Less than 24 hours later, Kylo confessed publicly that the two were in a relationship. Kylo then released a number of direct messages between the two, which substantiated a few allegations. That the two had exchanged explicit images of each other, and that Sappho had been having conversations with another fan of theirs. This one was 13 years old. Following this, Sappho accused Kylo of backstabbing them and said that she had fallen in love with the wrong person. Message after message came out of her inappropriate interactions with minors, which were subsequently archived on Kiwi Farms. Hypnotist Sappho claimed to be going to a psych ward and stated that she would be there for some time. If true, at least she would be away from a computer
remember this
or a phone
part.
where she could continue to spread her disgusting ideas and engage in these conversations at length. But given the fact that she has shown herself to be a pathological liar, it really is a coin toss if this is true or not. In the fallout, Sappho was also partially doxxed when her Facebook page was discovered. However, those who leaked the information decided to censor essential details, meaning it may be hard to report her activity to the proper authorities. Sappho was in the military, and it's been claimed by some users that information about her wrongdoings reached back to another Air Force member, who reported it to her superiors. Supposedly, a court-martialing could take place, but for now, this is unverified. Looking back, it's kind of funny that at one point, Sappho actually loved the attention she was getting. She would often mock her detractors, posting what she saw as gotchas on Twitter. She even made a video where she made fun of those who criticized her and called her out and are disgusted by her, referring to them as haters over some dubstep. I hope at this point it's hardly fun. With nowhere left to run and no faux position to hide behind, Sappho and her community now have to come to terms with her nature. In Sappho's initial coming out video, she referenced Kiro the Wolf, another furry who was outed as a straight-up evil individual and built a community in his image. She tried to draw a distinction between her and him and claimed that she was not bad, while he and Zeusadis are actually the bad ones. Hopefully, all of this has shown that she is just as depraved in her own special way. I've been Turkey Tom, and until next time, leave me alone.
So that was Hypnotist Sappho. Oh my lord, though. Oh my fucking god, I forgot about how bad it was. I wish I never asked what that was. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh my god. I'm fucking dead. We're never talking about this again. Yeah, there's like a lot of really crazy fucking online stories like that. It's not even like the only one. I heard about— oh, what was the other thing? This wasn't like a furry related thing, but it was the Final Fantasy house or something like that. There's just so many crazy cringe things that have happened. And it's stuff like that which made me want to get into commentary in the first place. So it makes me kind of sad that everything's super political. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, yeah, there's still some, like, politics maybe involved a little bit. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Final Fantasy house is wild. Yeah, there's been some really, like, fucked up, weird situations online, but, like, I think why I find it fun to talk about is because it feels like it's not real. You know what I mean? It's like you hear about it and you're like, somebody made this shit up. There's no real person who would be this insane, right? But there is, and that's what makes it more interesting to watch. You know what I mean? To just see, like, wow, there really are people who are that fucking crazy. Kind of related? Let me see. Let me look. Oh, I have seen that. I've seen that before. But yeah, no, like... And I think the thing that I especially liked, and this is maybe like a little bit of a confession of my own, I liked getting my hands dirty by going into communities and finding out where all of these deplorable people are. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened on Amino a lot of time, and we'd like make PSAs and warn people like not to interact with somebody. That's how I found out about like Humbly, for example. And if you know anything about the Humbly story, it's this dude who like, he couldn't speak English very well. He was like from Aruba. We like did some detective shit to figure out like he's from Aruba. And he would like purposely advertise his like community as like a anime roleplay type of community, but then once somebody was inside, he'd like find ways to blackmail these children and then get them to not leave his community. And he'd just be like, okay, you're only allowed to talk to me, you're not allowed to talk to anybody else. He would like isolate them. It was really fucking weird and fucked up. But also, there were so many moments with Humbly that were like, this man is insane, but also incredibly fucking retarded. I still had a screenshot of him just yelling in DMs, "Ah, the sun makes my cock strong." And I still, to this day, have no idea what the fuck that means. What? I don't know. A solar powered penis. Oh god. It was weird. He was a very weird person, but yeah, he would like try and like ERP with like children and then also send like weird pictures to them and get like pictures from them and then blackmail them more. It was a really weird situation, but like it was part of the fun for me in like finding something to like make a video on, I guess. is like going in and actually like investigating something and finding out more by myself. Because like I could just watch a whole bunch of people's videos and then make my own opinion, sure, but it's like I'm getting information from them as well, you know? So if there's anything extra that I could have mentioned, I have no clue. So yeah, maybe I'm weird, but I like doing a little bit of digging myself. I don't really do that anymore, because it's just like, that's a lot of fucking work, but I don't know. Usually with like friends and stuff, we just like go in and try to figure out like what the fuck's going on. Maybe do a little bit of trolling. Depending. But yeah. I don't know. I love a little bit of trolling. Like I said, it depends. My cock's photosynthesis. Jesus Christ. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I still think about it. Like whenever I watch those like videos of people who go around VR chat and try to like find actual weirdos who are being cringe and stupid. Oh my god, what is his name? What's his fucking name? I'm forgetting right now. Proximity chat. Yeah, proximity chat. Like I really enjoy his videos, and I think like I probably would like to do something like that more, where it's like, okay, I can go in and like find out like what's going on. Obviously I wouldn't do that in VR chat after like the stuff Citrus told me about, that they could really like fuck up shit with your computer, because VR chat's just not fucking optimal. I guess not enough security measures and shit, but I'm sure there's other places that I would like to explore and like find out things, you know? It's also why I was having fun like exploring like ARG stuff with like Sophia and other people. I just like the exploration, I guess. Detective-ing. Finding out things on my own rather than relying on other people to give me the information. I hear saying proximity chat around folks in VR chat causes folks to freak out. Probably. Fillions making an ARG? What kind? Now here's the thing, I've seen a couple like VTubers who are making like quote-unquote ARGs, but like I don't know, they're not like big deep ARGs that like are spooky, you know, which is like fine, like not every ARG has to be spooky. But I just prefer like spookier ARGs, ones that have like a lot of mystery and are built up over literally years. I think that's cool. Making an ARG is tough and requires some money? Not necessarily. There's plenty of ARGs that have been made without like people needing to make like needing tons of money for it. I'll check it out later, because I am curious. She stopped streaming for a bit, and now people found an account that's connected to her. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Solace and, fucking... What was the... Hold on. Why did my brain just stop working? I think the Hypnotist Sappho thing just, like, fried my brain. Fucking Terminal 00. It's a really good ARG, honestly. I personally like it. I think that the website is really cool. The fact that it's not even fully explored after practically 11 years of being out. That's crazy to me. The fact that there's more hidden pathways and stuff on his website is like wild. You have to put a lot of time and effort into a project for it to be so fucking elaborate that after so many years, people still can't figure it out. That's crazy. Just gotta make sure it don't lead folks into some woods or something. Yeah, but, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think a lot of ARGs and things like that are cool. But that's not the thing I was talking about earlier. I was just talking about, like, exploring stuff and doing detective work on my own. I personally like doing that, you know? It makes me feel a lot more, like, involved in my content, I guess. And also I feel like I can get facts a little bit more straight when it's like I'm having my own experience with whatever's going on. Like finding things out, like I can do my own retelling, give my own information. I feel like that's kind of cool. I wouldn't do that with everything, but like sometimes I think about it. The thing is, like, I wouldn't even know where to look nowadays. A lot of the, like, places where you could go to, like, find out about, like, niche places on the internet where, like, weird things are happening are, like, gone. So... What's amaretto? Because, I mean, there must be some way that people even find out about this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's just hard for me to, like, figure out now. Going hunting for Bigfoot. Okay, sure, yes. I'll just say yes. I have no idea what that is, but... Alcohol. Oh, okay. Got it. Then yes, I would like some. If it's alcohol, then yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Sorry for the tangent. I'm just very thinky today. Very, very thinky. And now that I, like, said it out loud, I'm kind of like, oh shit, you know? It would be nice to, like, investigate things more on my own rather than, you know... Because I think that's also why sometimes I stop myself from making a video. I don't really know what else to add on if somebody already talked about it. If I, like, watch, let's say, More Pegasus talk about something, then I'm like, okay, I agree with him. I don't really have anything to add. Which is why I'm like, okay, maybe if I go and investigate myself, then maybe I can find my own material to, use for my videos. You know? Feels like it would probably work out a lot better for me, personally. But we'll see. Because that still also takes a lot of time. We'll see! Anyways, I guess that's really it for today. It's already been, like, more than 3 hours, right? We've been here for, like, quite a while. And I'm starting to get, like, a little brain tired. A little brain eepy. Long stream. Yeah. Dinner time, perhaps, yeah. I also have to do a workout and also prepare some stuff for tomorrow. Yippee. Yippee, yippee, yippee. So I'll probably do that. I think I might stream again tomorrow because I don't have any like work or anything like that. I think I perhaps might stream Yap Yap. I was thinking to stream Yap Yap. I don't know what time yet because I wanted to have people join me, but it's a work day tomorrow, so I'm gonna assume most people who would join me are going to be in the American time zone, and therefore probably won't be home until later. So the stream will probably be a lot later than usual. Yap yap. Yeah, Shin, you can join me. If you want to play Yap Yap. If you want to do some yaps. I mean, you said you wanted to do it with me anyways, so, I mean, we can do it together. Yes. Yes. I'd love to join as well, if that's okay, of course, sure. Sure, we can yap and and do wizardy shit. We can yap yap. Anyways, yeah, I think my brain is a little cooked after that fucking video. So, I'm gonna go. But it was really nice talking to you guys for so long. And I guess I will see you tomorrow for Yap Yap. Alright, bye-bye. See you later. And have a good day, night, evening. I don't know what time it is for you. Whatever time it is for you, just have a good rest of your day or night, I guess. Bye-bye.